Hello, hello, hello. Let me turn the music down just a tad. Hello, welcome in, Miss Mimi. I hope you get a chance to stick around because I feel like this conversation might be up your alley. I would love your input. And can I get a mic check as well? Mic check, mic check, mic check. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It is your girl Rogue C with Lover Girl Confessions. Miss Mimi, hello. I'm so happy that y'all are here with me today, and I just wanted to address something really quickly. You know, it's an impromptu live. I'm not even really planning on staying, live for a super long time. So if you would like to just hit the like button, share it out to your favorite content creators, your favorite people in your life. If you are also willing to go ahead and support the show, if you are feeling generous and blessing your girl. Welcome in, Chaco. Hello, hello. I would love, if you guys want to do a panel, of course we can open a panel for a little bit. I'm not tripping. I just wanted to, address something. It's an impromptu show. Your girl kind of realized that life is for the living, right? And my mic is good. I appreciate you. Welcome in, Lover Gang Rue. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, Willing to Win. Thank you so much, Willing to Win. I'm pretty sure if you can also get Lady Quantum up in here, you guys were the inspiration for this show as well. So thank you guys so much. Hello, I want to say your name is Beachy. I mean, if it's appropriate, Beachy, I like jokes. Welcome in to Lover Gang. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I love that you all are saying hello to each other. Y'all said the mic is good. So, life is for the living. I was saying that earlier. And, your girl realized that she wants to be on some hashtag young HEAUX. Because we got to cook everything on high. If y'all catch my drift. No, I'm playing. I just, thought it would be fun to kind of just do a quick little show. Hello, Corbin. Welcome in. All right, Beachy, you gotta give me the punchline too before I just say the joke out loud. I gotta know the full joke first. But yeah, if y'all can, go ahead and share this out. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of cue up something before we get into the main part of the topic that I wanted to get into because, let me go ahead and get this from my wall real quick. Because I'm just learning, certain things you kind of just got to let go and just give back to universe. It's not really yours to hold and to handle. And, certain things like that age you, certain things like that put a lot of stress and wear and tear on you. And I'm not interested in wearing stuff like that, honestly. So let's go ahead and get this video queued up real quick. And it's going to be from Rachel Sierra. So shout out to her. Let me also get my fair use banner up real quick. Welcome in, Robert. Thank you, Will. Y'all do as Willing to Win has said. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the share. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That will be amazing. Let me go ahead and get my fair use banner real quick. Fair use. And then let's share the screen. So this video is going to be about getting over bitterness and resentment real quick, because I know when it comes down to lover gang, this is not really something that we talk about enough, because I feel like a lot of people miss out on being a lover girl and a lover boy because they hold so much of this in them. So it's just a little quick video that we're going to watch together.
Hey YouTube, my name is Rachel, and today I'm going to discuss how to cope with bitterness and resentment. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the video, please purchase my ebook on Etsy. It is now live, link in bio. Okay, it is called The 5 Habits of Elite Women. It's only the cost of a Starbucks coffee, it's $8.99 CAD.
Hold on, Beachy said I missed the joke. Beachy, okay, so hold on. Okay, so it looks like it's an appropriate joke. Why did the kangaroo cross the road? Now, I don't have the Aussie accent, so I don't know if it's funnier without the Aussie accent. To take me to school. Okay. That was a cute joke, Beachy. I like that one. My son would have really liked that joke. That's really right up his alley. That was a good joke. I hope you stick around. I didn't miss the joke this time. I got it. I appreciate you. Fair use.
Cheaper if you're in America. And let's proceed with the video. So a lot of people are held back by the bitterness and resentment they hold towards their baby daddy, their actual daddy, their mother, their siblings, whoever it is that hurt them in their life. And people carry this pain for years and years. But it's not about healing. This is what a lot of people don't understand. It's not about healing, because once somebody has hurt you in an emotional way, or has neglected you, or not done what they were supposed to do in your life, that doesn't ever go away. You just now have to learn how to live with that, okay? And you have to take the lessons that you learned from those situations and apply it to your future situations. A perfect example of this is understanding that whoever your parents were when you grew up is likely going to affect how you see the world. So what lessons did they teach you? Okay, if your parents were good people, kind people, responsible, did everything they could for you, then in your mind, you know that there's definitely good people out there, okay? But I actually think it's a disservice, weirdly enough, I think it's a disservice when you have that amazing kind of experience with your parents, because you're gonna go out into the world and you're gonna meet some Rottweilers, okay? And they're gonna tear you on up because you thought everything was peaches and damn cream, and now you're left high and dry, okay? You've been left in the lurch and abandoned, because that's what the world really is, okay? And your parents set you up for failure. Not in an intentional way, but it's just the case. If you're one of those women who has trauma, who has seen the dark side of life, has seen or experienced a certain type of upbringing that is obviously not optimal or is traumatizing, then you know what's really out there. So you have to use your trauma, use your unfortunate situations, and take that as a lesson. Otherwise, you're gonna get stuck in this cycle over and over and over again. And this is how people get trapped in victimhood. When you're somebody who is bitter and resentful and angry every day, you're literally not only affecting your health, but you're gonna waste your life, and you're gonna wake up one day and realize 8 years passed by, 10 years passed by. Oh my God, how am I this age? What have I been doing? You've been sitting and you've been ruminating in your room, okay, outside of your obligation.
And see, that is something that really kind of stuck out to me earlier today. It's a matter of, like she said, when you kind of let that bitterness, that resentment, it starts ruminating in you. And it's a matter of, it starts eating at you. It eats at your physical, your mental, your emotional. You become a person that people don't really even want to be around. You become a person that, oh God, here comes Roxy and here comes all her drama. Here comes all her trauma. You start attracting the people that necessarily aren't really for your good, because also they kind of can feed off of that, and they kind of know, okay, she's easy pickings, he's easy pickings. I can just poke at his trauma a little bit, or I can trauma bond with him just a little bit, and we can go ahead and just get this person to do what we want. It's a manipulation tactic, but it's also a way of how, misery loves company, that a lot of people don't even really think about. And you're kind of ending up, like she said, 10 years down the line, 30, 40, 50, 60, and you're kind of like, where did my life go? And it was because you were holding on to something that did not belong to you in the first place, or you were holding on to something that you should have really worked through. And again, when it comes down to specific traumas, therapy, there's so many therapy options, but therapy options are always a great thing to just look into. And it's not to minimize anyone's trauma, it's not to minimize anything anyone's been through, but certain things you do have to learn to let go. Even certain habits, like mean girl habits, a lot of people will still hold on to things that they used to do, or how they used to act, or how people used to treat them from high school, right? And it's a matter of, when do you let that go and live your life, not only just for the sake of moving on, but just living for what makes you happy. You're not in high school anymore, you know? But let's continue with what she's saying, because she's saying some good things.
Like going to work and maybe going to the gym a couple times a week, you're just in your room ruminating about people that don't even care about you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, welcome in. Hello, Mr. Center of the World, aka Royce. Welcome in. Welcome in, H&M. I hope you both are doing an amazing I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys are enjoying this Wednesday, halfway through the week. You know how that goes.
And even if you were to confront them about the way that they've treated you, or the things that they've done to you, they're not gonna care. Okay? A lot of people don't even like to address people or confront people about the stuff that they did to them, because they know it's probably going to be an argument. People are going to get defensive, and they're not going to be willing to listen. And even if they do, people are always going to revert back to who they really are, even if they pretend for a small period of time. People don't care, okay? People don't care. And that's the hardest thing to grasp. And I'm not saying everyone doesn't care about you. And yes, there are some people from your past that may be sorry, or some situations to where, people really didn't mean it. But that doesn't change the fact that you were impacted negatively. People don't even care, and they're too up their own asses to even understand or care what they've done to you. And rightfully so. People are living their lives. People are moving on. People are dating new people. People are making new friends. They're not sitting here ruminating and feeling bad for what they did to Sarah back in whatever. They don't care. Okay? So you have to let it go. And also, a lot of times when you're ruminating and you're resentful and when you're bitter, you're stagnant. And when your mind isn't occupied and when you're not busy, you have all this time to think about all these things. I started doing, social media and stuff like that like a year ago, and I was busy like posting my videos and all this other stuff. I was too busy to think about the guy that just pissed me off. I was too busy to think about the friend that just, pissed me off or was fake or whatever. It's really easy to marinate in that pain, and not even just marinate in that pain, but then resort to drugs or drinking or getting fat, stuff like that. You also have to think of it as in, like, this person doesn't care about me. What they did obviously shows that they don't care about.
And you know what? I like that she even points that out, because I even talked about the wear and tear, but yeah, it's even a matter of what people do to seek comfort. I do believe, especially as I am working on my own weight loss journey and everything, I'm very honest and upfront about that. But I even think with certain things, when people cope with certain things, but also when we are bored, we wear our trauma. And a lot of times that can be with obesity. That can be with, like I said, if you are not sleeping good and you have like dark circles or bags under your eyes, that's always a thing that can kind of tell too. I think when it comes down to your trauma, you don't glow the same way, right? Like certain things, you just look lackluster. You're pepping your step, and I'm finding mine again. So getting your pep in your step, the bounce back in your step, and things like that, right? And it's also a matter of, you can't wear what other people want you to wear. So if other people want to call you names, if other people want to throw your name in the mud and stuff like that, if other people want to try to force a narrative on you, you don't have to pick it up and you don't have to wear it. They always say if the shoe fits, wear it. I'm not wearing something that I didn't purchase. I'm not wearing something I don't want to wear. I'm not wearing something that makes me uncomfortable. So, when it comes down to that bitterness, that resentment that a lot of people want to hold on to, because you're also holding on to it thinking that maybe if I wear it just a little longer, someone's going to recognize that they hurt me. And like she said, a lot of people are busy living their own lives. They don't care. And that's okay because it's really not their burden to carry and it's not yours to carry either if you just don't want to go around them anymore. And that's perfectly fine. But let's continue.
I mean, they don't value me. Why am I going to then take on their actions, their careless actions, and then harm myself? And I start drinking and I start gaining a bunch of weight and I start letting myself go because of this person. But you do have to move on. Okay, you do have to start something new. And the only way to move on and quote unquote heal yourself is to start a new thing, to be occupied, to start a new friendship, to immerse yourself in your community. Okay, because you can't waste your life thinking about things that people don't even remember and don't even care about. You literally become some sort of weird, creepy social recluse, and you're gonna let your life pass you by when other people are still going on vacation, having fun with friends, dating, hunching, smoking, drinking, doing drugs, popping Molly in Ibiza, and you're here fat, crying, drinking because of what somebody did for you, and that person doesn't even care. They're living their best lives. When you're a woman as well, if you're somebody who, has useless, ratchet, broke, dusty male family members, I think that's actually a good thing because you see the truth. You see the goddamn truth of how bad it can get. So then when you go into the dating pool or when you start dealing with these men, you have information that you wouldn't have otherwise had. You're not going to go through the same trials and tribulations as other women. But the thing is, a lot of women end up going through the same things because they think they're special flowers. And you may be a special flower to yourself or to your mother or to people that love you close to you, but these men don't see you as a special flower. You're just another. I don't mean to be crass, but that's just the truth. Okay? So certain experiences that you have, you really need to learn from. And a lot of people say, well, just because this guy treated you this way or your father treated you this way doesn't mean that men are going to be like that. But when you get poor treatment from men when you're younger, you develop a capacity for pattern recognition. And this is the most important thing when it comes to bitterness and resentment. Instead of being bitter and resenting people and marinating in the hurt and the pain, okay, you can now say, you know what, I learned this lesson. I understand that people like this exist. Now I know the signs. Okay? And next time, I'm not going to ignore the signs. I'm going to take it as truth and protect myself.
Welcome in, Chanel. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. If y'all are interested, y'all can let me know as the show progresses. If y'all want to do a little quick panel, like I said, I don't want to be on crazy long tonight. I know it's Wednesday for a lot of people. I kind of just wanted to talk about something and kind of just hang out with you guys a little bit. But the one thing that I did also like with her saying this, shout out to the broken, dusty family members for teaching us how to be the strong soldiers. But I think it also is an issue when you do have so much bitterness and resentment where now you aren't even able to get it off of you enough. So when something good does come into your life, you end up fumbling it, right? Because how long is that good thing going to stay around in something dark, in something where things can't flourish and when things can't grow because of that bitterness and that resentment that you're holding on to? So I think, especially when it comes on, like she's saying, and I hope she kind of picks up on this when it comes on to the whole dating scene about things, you do have to start learning to let that kind of stuff go so that you can also get not only just a mate, but just the blessings in general. The universe, God, I do believe in something higher than myself. And I don't believe that you can really open up yourself to the blessings that is supposed to be yours if you are holding on to the past, if you are holding on to the baggage. Shout out to Erykah Badu with Bag Lady, because that's what I think about when I think about bitterness and resentment. Hello. What's up, Raw? Thank you so much for coming through, Raw. Let me go ahead and get you modded real quick. I'm happy you came through. I wasn't able to do it the last time you came through. If you are hanging out a little bit raw, I might open up the panel if y'all tell me y'all want to do it. If not, we can chill out together. Let me find you real quick, boo. Hold on, y'all. Because I love when my ladies are actually here. It makes things so much more fun. All right, Ross says she's just going to be cooling and listening. No worries. This isn't even my usual show, but, I'm happy you came through. It's such a pleasure. I thank you so much, as always. But yeah, as far as the bitterness and resentment go, I think, like I was saying, as far as blocking your own blessings, that's such a big deal that people don't even kind of realize until it's too late, until you lose that good thing. And luckily, I believe that we are in a universe of abundance. So it's a matter of when you're going to let it go. Because if you want your blessings now, you're going to have to open up room for it. And you can't with all that baggage. But let's continue.
And separate myself from this situation. And also another part of resentment and how that even develops in the first place is when you repress your own desires to cater to somebody else, okay? And a lot of people do this in marriages. A lot of people do this with their parents, especially if you come from a culture that is very parent-centric and you listen to your parents and you do what your parents say, period, kind of thing. Or if you come from a religious culture, which a lot of women do, this can lead you to living a life that is not your own and doing things that you don't want to do, getting married to people you don't want to get married to, and just doing things that you don't want to do, going to a certain school program that you don't want to be in because your parents said you have to. And then you realize, hey, I'm 30 years old and I've never done anything I've ever wanted to do, and I'm not living in my truth, and I'm repressing my true desires because of my culture, my religion, or my parents, okay? And this is something that is it's really going to haunt you, and you're just going to be an angry person. You'll have nobody else to blame. And especially if you do something permanent, like have some kids because people told you that you should, or people said that it's time for you to do that, and now you don't want them kids, and now people are up on you asking for cereal and asking for milk, okay? There's no going back from that. There are certain decisions that you cannot take back. So it's about learning. You need to be learning from other people's mistakes before you make mistakes that are irreparable and end up being a bitter, resentful person.
I appreciate you. Hi, Sensen. Thank you, Natty. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. I hope you are going to stick around. I hope you hit the like. I hope you are subscribed. Who else came in? Of course, Raw. It's such a pleasure. Let's see. And thank you, Will. Willing to win. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing this out. Let's see. What did you say about you should have a kid? Because absolutely. And, I was actually about to touch on that, Ross. I'm happy you said something, because absolutely, as far as having children, it should be a want of the person, not when societal pressure and family pressure happens. Luckily, things work out because you live in your truth. And that's also what I like that she's saying, because there's no perfect time to do anything that you really want to do in life, right? So if becoming a parent, if a new career, if going back to school, there's no perfect time for anything. And it's a matter of you doing what makes you happy, despite what other people, it's not about what other people want from you. And that is something I feel some people learn a little too late. Luckily, there are times where spirit, universe, God will send someone or something to kind of get you on track, or get you back on track, or get you off of the track that was leading you nowhere and bringing you somewhere now where you can actually flourish. You can actually see the fruits of your labor. So it's definitely, especially like she was saying with the kid. And it sucks when you do have a bitter and a resentful parent also, in a matter of, now what are you teaching that child? What are you putting on that child? What kind of baggage are you now creating, not only for yourself, but now for them to carry in their later life? And how many generational cycles are now being created because you weren't willing to let something go? Let's continue.
Another way to cope with bitterness and resentment is to be direct with the person. Okay, I think a lot of people, like for me, for example, I've had family members that were very mean to me when I got older. Now they're nice and now they're congratulating me when I accomplish certain things. And when I see them, they're like, oh, such and such and such and such. Okay, and they act like what they've done or the way that they behaved never happened. And if I were to ever bring it up with these people, they would deny it vehemently and act like I must be on drugs or something because I don't know what you're talking about. I never did that. That never happened. You know, I've literally had people say things like that to me. So I think a very healthy thing to do is give them a good cussing. One good cussing. Let them know either in a paragraph or verbally, you know what, this is how you treated me. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we're close and that we've always been close and you've always been nice to me, because that's not the case. Okay. And I actually had to do this. I had to cuss a family member out. I didn't cuss her. Damn near. I cussed her without using swear words because we're classy over here. Okay. We're very classy. I had to tell her about herself because it's like, girl, what are you talking about? I hate people do that. They were never there for you. They never supported you. They never cared to reach out. And then suddenly when you get to a certain point, they feel emboldened to act like we've been close this whole time and I've been there for you this whole time and my door was always open. What are you talking about? And you could reach out whenever you want and we need to hang out and we should meet up. Suddenly, oh wow. Because it's been about 10 years, it's been about 15 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate people do that. And I feel like people do that a lot with me. I don't know what it is. I feel like because I present as a very maybe I don't know, childish or maybe ditzy, and people think that they can play with me, but you can't play with me. And I cussed her out something stank. I did. Suddenly no one wants to respond. Suddenly, oh, where's this anger coming from? No. Because what people like to do is they like to, what's it called? They throw their hand, they hold their hand and hide it. They throw their hand and hide it. They slap you and hide it. I don't know the phrase.
They throw rocks and then hide their hands. Welcome in, Next Level. Thank you so much for coming through. I hope you are having an amazing Wednesday. And she's right. And it's also a matter of, it happens on the flip side too. You could be that person that really does always have their door open for other people, and people want to act like you were never there for them. And, you know, everyone is entitled to their own truth. Everyone is entitled to believing what their reality is. So it's not a matter of trying to convince them, because what's the saying? There are three sides to every story: yours, theirs, and the truth somewhere down in the middle. So, you know, if people feel hurt by something you did or did not do, if that's their reality, you know, so be it. You know, it's no love loss. It's no hate. It's no issue per se. It's just a matter of, like I said earlier, you know, spirit moves people in a way where you don't really have to do much. People naturally remove themselves. People naturally get into place, whether it's with you or without you, right? And, you know, life goes on. The show must go on. And I think at the end of the day, once you are okay with that, and this is coming from somebody who is a recovering control freak. So once you realize that there are things that you can't control, life becomes so much easier. Because again, it kind of comes off like a God complex almost. Like, I have to make sure all these pieces are moving and shaking in the accordance that I wanted to do. And that's not healthy, especially if you are somebody who's already juggling a lot. That is how you break down. That is how you lose your marbles. Because again, it's a matter of things that I can't control. I have to realize I can't. And I can't be mad about that. I can't be bitter about that. I can't resent it. If God forbid anything happens, a hurricane comes knocking, all you can do is pick up and go with the stuff that you have, and you can't even grab all of it. You got to just do what you can, and then something new will come out of it. That's what happened when, you know, I was a kid during Hurricane Katrina and we had to evacuate, right? And we couldn't pick up the whole house. We couldn't pick up everything that we owned. I lost some family memorabilia that was, you know, very much a big deal. I was a kid, but, you know, it was a very big deal to my family, and that really sucked. There are certain memories, pictures, all that kind of stuff that you don't get back. But the beautiful thing about life and being in abundance is there's always more to do. there's always more life to live. There's always more memories to make. And that is another reason why you can't keep having that resentment and bitterness. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you all are having a great day. If you have not already hit the like, if you are not already subscribed, just keep it appropriate for me, please. I would greatly appreciate that. Let's continue.
Not the phrase. But they like to throw stones or something. Throw stones and then hide their hand. That's what it is, right? Throw stones and hide their hand. And then be looking at other people like, oh, it wasn't me. I'm not the one who threw the stone. You threw the stone. No, you threw the stone. I saw you at my peripheral vision. You're not slick, okay? People like to act like they never did anything. Yes, you did. You're a rat. And I remember everything. Everything's documented right here in my noggin. And I'm not going to give you a pass. You're going to get dragged. And if you try to tell other people that, oh, I did this and oh, I did this, I'm going to drag them too. And it's just going to be a long line of dragging. Another thing that you need to do is remember the positive parts of life. I'm somebody who can be very pessimistic and tends to remember the worst parts of my life, the worst friendships, the worst men I've ever met. And I tend to only remember the bad things. And when you only remember the bad things, that is going to just put you in a deeper hole than you were before. You make your mind think that there's nothing to be happy about, there's nothing to be excited about, and that's so not true. And it's actually really ungrateful. You know what I mean? So many of us have so many things to be grateful for and happy for, and we have so many reasons for us to get up. We can walk on our legs, okay? If you can't walk on your legs, you know what I mean? You should still be grateful regardless. You can find something to be grateful for. But most people, okay, can get up and walk. You have the freedom to walk somewhere. You have the freedom to get up and go eat when you want to eat. You have the freedom to exercise. You have the freedom to, and especially if you live in a certain kind of country like Canada or the US or the UK, you have the freedom to do whatever you want. You have freedom of speech. You can say what you want. You can read books. You can go to school.
Welcome in, welcome in. I believe, pretty women have really good oral hygiene. I go to the dentist, I go to my orthodontist, but thank you for the compliment and the advice. It is definitely appreciated. But yes, we brush 3 times a day because I wear Invisalign when I'm not on live with you guys, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I hope you hit the share. I hope you hit the like. And I hope you are subscribed. Let's continue. Did I say hi? Next level. I know I said hi, Chaco. Let's see. I think I said hi to everyone already. Let's see. There we go. 1 second. Oh, so okay, you must be on the vertical. Well, welcome in. Hello, I am Rogue C. This is Lover Girl Confessions. We are reviewing a Miss Rachel Sierra talking about. You're good. You're good. We're reviewing Miss Rachel Sierra right now, talking about bitterness and resentment and letting it go. So welcome in.
Okay, and we forget these things, especially as women. We forget that we have the freedom. Okay, and we let these men, we let our parents, and we let these cultures and these religions try to push us down and try to keep us silent, keep us quiet. Okay, but you have to remember the positive things. You have to remember that, you know what, I do have freedom. I can get up and leave and never talk to these people again. You don't have to sit there and be miserable. You don't have to sit there in a marriage or in a friendship or in a familial relationship and be miserable and have to continuously hide your feelings.
And you don't also have to announce you are leaving. Yeah, Ra, I don't know how to fix that on the vertical. I can see it on the I can see it on the main StreamYard live stream, but I don't know how to fix me being tiny on the vertical on the other side. If you know, I'm still trying to figure this out. I know you're really good with all this, especially with streaming. Shout out to Raw, by the way. If y'all have not seen how this woman does amazing things. You said the sound? My sound is bad? Hold on. Oh, the video is low compared to my voice. Okay, do you know how I can fix that as well? Let me see if I can do it from here. Hold on. I mean, kind of sucks now. Should have did this earlier. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll put her I'll put her link in the chat. Thank you, Raw. But yeah, I was also shouting Raw out. This woman does amazing things with not only AI, but she makes really great videos and dope content as well. And she is a fireball. We love it over here. So listen, if you have not also subscribed to Mind Chaos Brew, go ahead and hit her up because she is great. But let me continue. Oh, that's what I was also saying. As far as announcing you're leaving, I don't think it's necessary. I think you can just get up and go, and people really don't have to know. Nah, you're good. Thank you so much. However, I can learn to do better on this side of YouTube and streaming Raw, I'm all ears. If I can hit you up on the email, I will be happy to learn everything that I need to learn. Also, thank you, Chaco. Thank you to my mods. Y'all are so great. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate just everything y'all do as far as keeping the show going, keeping especially my mods who like to get on the panels. Y'all are great. I know we did something impromptu, and I know Chaco's gonna probably get on me because I didn't warn. I didn't warn anyone, Chaco, but I know you're gonna get on me. But I just really appreciate y'all. If you are feeling generous, the Cash App is still scrolling down below as well. But I hope you are enjoying the content. The likes are free, subscribing is free, and just I hope you like kicking it here at Lover Gang. But yeah, as far as announcing you're leaving or announcing that, you don't want to rock with somebody, you don't want to be friends with somebody, you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody. Now, relationships are a little bit different because obviously the breakup has to happen, but it doesn't have to be a big fanfare the way that I feel like reality TV and TV shows in general try to make things to be. Because I think a lot of people burn bridges that don't need to be burnt, and a lot of people take things to hell that doesn't need to be taken to hell. But like she said earlier, sometimes you got to cut a MFR out, and sometimes you got to take them up through there. I think we just need to gauge what we pick and choose to do a little bit more, because I do think that holds a lot more resentment in us. Because one side of things, oh, I didn't say what I really wanted to say. I didn't get the words out. I didn't get to say the final farewell. But then the other side of things is it wasn't needed in the first place. They know removing your presence from somebody, absence is so much louder than cussing out somebody sometimes. And I think you have to kind of pick and choose that battle as well. So whatever floats your boat, I just like to give both perspectives. But let's continue. Hopefully the volume is a lot better.
Is to make other people feel good. And the final point that I have when it comes to dealing with bitterness and resentment is you have to take the blame. And this sounds crazy. Okay, it sounds really crazy, but you have to take the blame. After a certain point, it can't be mama and dada did this to me, and this is why I'm like this, and this is why. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to not revert back to that, because technically it is your parents' fault. It is your parents' fault, especially if they raised you real ghetto, or they were not prepared to rear you in a optimal way. Okay, of course it's your parents' fault, but now what? And what? You're 36, sweetheart. You're 26. You're 23. You're 18 plus now. Nobody cares. Once you hit 18, nobody cares anymore, and you really don't have any excuse. And I know it's not that simple to say, because a lot of us at 18 were questionable. Okay, real questionable. But at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for your own life as an adult, because society is not going to coddle you. They're not going to coddle you. Okay? Your bills don't care that mama and dada did this to me, so I'm like this, and that's why I can't pay my bills. They don't care. They're going to put you in arrears. You're going to be sent to collections. You see what I mean? The world is very unforgiving. So you have to focus on what's in your control and do what's within your scope. Okay? Don't be trying to, resolve your own trauma and heal and this. Take on a new venture, take on a new business venture, start social media. There's so many things that you could do. Become a runner, start running, run a marathon, train for a marathon, do something productive that you can say that you're still progressing forward in life and you're not just staying in the same place, because that's what breeds resentment and bitterness. So if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please
So definitely shout out to Rachel Sierra. That was a great take on removing bitterness and resentment. I really enjoyed it. I'm about to post her link so you all can check it out, hopefully with better volume. My bad, y'all. I am still kind of learning all the mechanisms of doing this side of YouTube besides just hopping on, someone's already started panel or show. So we're learning together. I hope, you guys are still enjoying what we can do here so far as we learn. But yeah, I really like that just to kind of start off with things, because also the conversation I wanted to have with you all. And Smitty, did I say hey to you? I'm sorry. Hey, Smitty. I think I said hey. Chaco said ghetto begets ghetto. And that is true. But that is why I was also saying earlier, as far as like certain habits that we take on, or certain things that, brew the resentment and the anger and the bitterness in us, we have to kind of let that go, especially when children are involved, and they're so young and so wondrous in mindset. They don't know any of that stuff yet, and then when we're just throwing it on them, it sets them up not to really have that whimsy. I know that's been a really big hot topic when it comes down to Black people having whimsy, right? But when did yours go, and how are you going to protect someone else's? So that's just something to think about. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, because like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all all night unless y'all want to, but we don't have to. So have y'all ever met somebody and it felt weirdly familiar? Like your nervous system recognized them before your mind did? You barely know them, but somehow they feel connected to every love song you ever cried about. And then the astrology girlies, shout out to y'all, shout out to my astrology girlies, come in talking about that's your karmic twin flame, moon opposition, Venus return soulmate. Y'all say that 5 times fast. Meanwhile, you're crying in the shower and eating mozzarella sticks, right? I can't be the only one who's been there, I'm telling on myself, but shh. Listen, we've all been down bad one time or another. We all been down bad, okay? So I wanted to talk about love, zodiac signs, compatibility, soul ties, delusion, intuition, and whether the stars are really warning us or if we just don't listen. Welcome in, B-Love. How are you? Y'all, B-Love is my cousin from another family, from another mother, from another brother, from another sister. Listen, I love me some B-Love. B-Love be cutting up, and I love it. And listen, she's cut from a different but same cloth. But B-Love, welcome in, boo. I hope you're having a great day. That's called a familiar spirit. All right. Listen, if my astrology girls are in the chat, I'm going to drop the link and we can go ahead and have the conversation real quick, real fast. I'm not afraid of it. We can kind of keep it where we need to keep it, and like I said, we can kind of have our conversation, and bibbidi boppity boo, we can go ahead and call it a night. So if y'all ready for me to drop the link, just let me know. Don't judge me in my shower mozzarella sticks, dog. That was a bad habit, maybe like high school or whatever. I'm gonna need you to Chaco, you judging. Why you judging? I'm kidding. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to tag Tay Tay. Somebody give her a ring, give her a tag, tell her this is her. Man, this might be the Tay Tay show. I might have to save this for another show. But we still gonna talk about it. And Tay Tay just gonna have to come up and we gonna have to redo it. Let's see. Let me remove that fair use real quick. All right, so y'all let me know if y'all want me to drop the link. I'm gonna go ahead and do my little monologue real quick. So yeah. So like I said, we're gonna be talking about zodiac signs, compatibility, soul ties, delusion, intuition, and whether the stars really be warning us or if we just don't listen. So the first thing I want to talk about real quick is, why do people love zodiac signs, and why do we base our love compatibility based off of it, right? Y'all gotta let me know if I'm dropping the link or not. We could have the conversation real quick. But yeah, astrology gives us language to emotional patterns. It makes people feel seen. Sometimes people use it to understand certain communication styles. Certain pairings genuinely do have, reoccurring chemistry. And there are patterns that happen certain ways. The zodiac signs do get crazy though. It's a wild concept. Pseudoscience or not, it is a wild concept. I do like the history behind a lot of the zodiac signs, especially if you are a mythology nerd like I am. If you love to kind of learn about the planets and how the planets are aligned, before there was specific science, that was what a lot of people deemed to be the truth. And whether you do or not nowadays, I think it's still just a fun thing to kind of understand. And your girl is a Capricorn, so I love to debate things no matter where we go. But I think it's fun. I definitely like it. Yeah, especially once you start really getting deep into it, it does become a wilder concept. It does become, I do believe like any type of information, if used in the wrong hands without the right research, it becomes dangerous. I do believe it can become a cop out for a lot of people, but like I said, it can still be fun. So, water signs. Listen, I'm not a water sign, but shout out to the water signs. Hey, Tay Tay. Listen, I'm gonna drop the link just for you. This is right up your alley. So if you got some free time, come on through. Water signs and emotional intensity. Fire signs, passion and ego. Air signs and intellectual stimulation. Shout out to the air signs. I'm also a cusp baby on the Aquarius side. Cap Aquarius, gang, gang, gang. And earth signs, stability and control. A lot of people don't actually believe in astrology because of the science, right? Shout out to Chaco. They believe because it feels emotionally accurate. So I'm gonna just let it be known. Rogue C likes a little pain, just a little pain, right? I like a little heartbreak. So I find myself with either, water signs and or fire signs, right? That's a crazy mix. But my second segment is he was a Scorpio and romanticizing red flags. People excuse behavior because of signs, right? He's emotionally unavailable because he's an Aquarius. Listen. Aquarius men are difficult. Shout out to, Aquarius men. They're fun to be friends with, but anything else, even with their friendships, they're difficult. But listen, I'm not mad at it. Astrology is a science. Yes, I think we're talking about the emotional side of the astrology. So when people are, typically trying to say I'm this way because I'm a Capricorn, I'm this way because I'm a Sagittarius, I'm this way because I'm give me a good sign. I need a good one. Gemini. I love Gemini women, but Gemini men, I don't know. Ooh. But do you want me to drop the link? Because this can be very interesting. But he's emotionally unavailable because he's an Aquarius. She's crazy because she's a Gemini. Shout out to, I have a best girlfriend who's a Gemini. What's goody? Hello, Sel. Thank you for coming through. I got the hubby and the wifey up in here. Listen. Shout out to Cellulite Podcast. It's such a pleasure to see you too. Thank you for coming through. Do I like Sagittarius men? I have an affinity for my fiery men. I do. Listen, Tupac being a Gemini actually checks out a lot. Like I said, I, as a Capricorn, I don't mind scorching earth. I don't. It's not good. But when you scorch the earth, new things grow. So, shout out to my fire signs. So male Capricorns. Okay, so one, I'm not the super astrology girly. I'm still learning a lot about astrology. My daddy is a Capricorn, and Capricorn men, I rock with in the sense of, look at this love. That's how you know she an air sign. Look at that love. Ooh, air signs be so in love. But my dad, he is a Capricorn man, and I am very much like my daddy. So I think with Capricorn men, I think with Earth sign men in general, we are so much alike where we work out really good as homeboys and homegirls. I think we're really good friends. Look at her. Look at her. I love Raw. Welcome in, Michelle. Thank you so much for coming through, love. Let's see. Women are the greatest actors in the world. It's in our nature. I mean, listen. Come through, women, with the acting. All right, B Love, who were you saying? Okay, the best rappers are Gemini. So B Love is saying that Kanye, Tupac, Biggie, and Kendrick. And I think that works for a storytelling aspect because Geminis can go either way with certain things. So I think that actually checks. That makes a lot of sense to me, right? Let's see. Angelina Jolie is a Gemini. I guess I like that erratic. Listen, that between Geminis and Libras, right? I have no issue with them per se, but it's just when certain things don't check out, especially with a lot of my air signs, I've noticed this. When things don't check out, they are quick to shift like the wind, right? So, especially like my little sister's a Libra, the moment things get off balance, it's a done deal. It's a wrap, right? But with Geminis, a lot of people like to say because they're two-faced and all that. I don't think it's a matter of being two-faced. I think they think with two brains. So I think they can really see things in a way where it can be good or bad. And I think that is where Gemini gets the erratic and crazy because they can kind of jump to things a lot quicker. Versus me as a Capricorn, I'm just going to debate your ass until you're ready to leave. Until you're ready. Look at these lovebirds. Look at them. Y'all so cute. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link because I think this is going to be a little fun conversation. Like I said, we don't have to be here all night. I just think it's going to be kind of fun, especially for my ladies. I would love to know what y'all think. So there's the link. Somebody remind me to pin it in a second. I just want to go ahead and get this last these couple of talking points in. Oh, this is a good one, right? He's possessive because he's a Scorpio. No, boo. That man is an avoidant. That woman needs therapy. Sometimes it ain't Saturn, which is my ruling planet, but sometimes it's not Saturn. It's self-control. What's up, E the man? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. E, how you welcome E the man to the show. E, we're doing zodiac signs, so I'm preparing you now. You ready? And ladies, please feel free. How you gonna shake your head? So no, you don't want to do it? You want
Thank you, though.
Nope,
Yeah,
you're
I just want to say shout out to the lover girl, Rose C. You doing your thing over here. I ain't about to talk about no zodiac signs, but
thank
I
you.
do think that you have one of the best shows on here. I think it's one of the most underrated shows. So shout out
Thank
to you,
you.
but I ain't about to talk about no zodiac signs. I can tell you that right now.
No worries. I thought it was a fun topic, but I appreciate you, E.
Oh, it is a great. I think it is a great topic. It's just not a topic for me. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
but thank you. That means a lot to me.
No
Y'all
problem.
hear E. It's underrated over here. Y'all,
It is underrated.
to
I, I
share.
think I think it's a different environment. It's not too many. A lot of places we go on YouTube, it sound like it's like a it
It
actually
is.
sound totally different. So
Thank you, E. That's I appreciate you. Next show, it won't be about zodiac signs. So if you want to
no,
hang
this
out,
cool. Like I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna
thank
see if people why the stars ain't the line and then they ain't partnering with their zodiac sign and getting married. So I'm looking forward to the show.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. Definitely please support the show. I do like to kind of have a different vibe over here for everyone. It is such a pleasure to do this. Yeah. Raw G came up. I'm excited. Hey Raw.
Hey Rogue, how you doing?
I am well. I hope you are. Come on, give it to me. Let me hear it. Especially for my air signs.
Listen, zodiacs can be a lot, but people think it's just one house that rules you. It's not. You, of course, in a certain month are born in a category of a sign, but your personality is also enhanced or whatever based on where the moon is, where the sun was. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, I don't want to say nuanced kind of situation, but you have to understand astrology as a science to be able to understand the zodiac. I do think that like the horoscopes that they used to put in the newspaper or whatever, I think that is kind of generic.
Like
It's
the fortune
generic.
cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to do like a birthing chart and really kind of use it as a tool of self reflection.
Right. I agree with that. You know, I used to, it actually was funny. I used to love the newspaper horoscopes, but it's kind of weird because now I know they're trying to push Capricorns out and they're trying to add this new sign. I think that went and flopped for a little bit. You know, I know how we discover new things and I know how things kind of shape around like the moon. The moon does so much for the waves and the currents that we have. So to say that it's all just hullabaloo, I can't really agree with that. I just think it's kind of one of those mysterious wonders that God created where we're not supposed to know every part of it, right?
Facts.
But I think it's fun. I do think it's fun. I do think there are personality, like I said earlier, personality traits and patterns that definitely get Choco Kitty. Talking about some hashtag not a science.
Child, I ain't playing with Choco Kitty. She be trying to get the people excited. I love it.
Also, thank you, Michelle. Welcome in, boo. But I think, you know, the more you kind of start reading into things, it's kind of like a placebo effect, right? It starts getting at you where it's like, oh my God, that's my life. Oh my God, that makes so much sense. And it's like, babes, babes, you might just be having a bad day today. The stars might not really be against you today. Not today, at least. You might just have woken up on the wrong side of the bed.
And that's true. Like that can that could just be you just not having whatever. But we also talking about like people happen to be in a good space, like being well adjusted versus being maladaptive. If you have a maladaptive personality disorder, zodiac sign be damned. Like you just got to do what you want to do.
So you said you're an air sign. Do you mind sharing what cell is? And do you guys feel like there's a compatibility? Do you feel like there's some give and pull because of your zodiacs?
I don't even know what sign he is, like what category he is, but we are very much our signs are compatible. I think he's a water sign. He is.
Most definitely is being air.
Yeah, it's compatible and it does ebb and flow, but I think if you're having good conversations and then you utilize like birthing charts and astrology as a way to get a deeper understanding of someone, it's not going to be like, oh, I got you down pat, but it will give you insights on how to best like relate to someone or maneuver with them.
Yeah. And I think it's, you know, it's nice to kind of have a baseline. I think that's where it also holds a lot of weight for people, even for the most people who don't believe in it, you know, especially, you know, in the 90s. I feel like that was the icebreaker for a lot of people. Shout out to Tyrese. I think Tyrese, you know, did the signs of lovemaking, right?
Yes. So what's your zodiac?
Was a Capricorn. Shout out. But I definitely think, you know, having that part of a conversation, it kind of opens doors, like I was saying earlier, about the emotional things that people don't really get to verbalize naturally. So I think a lot of times it is easier to kind of not shift blame, but kind of give something a reason. I can't really think of the right wording for it. But yes,
it's an icebreaker. Yeah, it's an icebreaker.
Right.
Yeah, I think a lot of people they take it. They do take it a little too far. A little bit.
You know, I do have to question, you know, shout out to my birth chart readers, but I don't think it's appropriate to ask someone for their time of birth and all that on the first date.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. You have to be kind of intimate with someone for that.
That's a little violating. I think it's a little bit of a violation. Why are you trying to read my birth chart? You know, you don't even know me. You don't even know my favorite color yet. Oh Lord,
Sagittarius are not the best sign, but I feel you on that.
they're not bad.
They're not, but they're not the best ones though.
What is the best sign in your opinion?
Scorpios.
Y'all killing me with the Scorpio. Listen, I can't be too mad at a Scorpio. So my ex-husband is a Scorpio. My son was literally born. I jinxed myself. I told myself I was going to have a Sag, and my son was born the day before his father's birthday. And I'm like, I didn't purposely mean to have a Scorpio. My mother's a Scorpio, so Scorpio women. I have a bunch of aunties. Listen, I love y'all Scorpios, but y'all are nothing but just overglorified Valentine's Day babies.
That's not. Ooh, see, that's not. I can't let you do that to the Scorpios because I'm on the cusp.
I'm sorry. Listen, I love y'all, but that's how you know your parents were getting freaky on Valentine's Day. I'm just saying. If you're a Scorpio.
It's funny, but that's where my spice come from. I'm a little bit of air and a little bit of fire because my birthday is like right there, right as the transition. So with Scorpios, they could be the nicest, sweetest, kindest in the world until you click that spark, and then everything has to burn.
Listen, Scorpios. Listen, there's no hate towards a Scorpio. Like I said, my little one, he's great. It's just. What do y'all want from me at this point? I'm an earth sign. I can't deal with too much water. I can't deal with too much fire. The earth we need cohabitation. We need cohesiveness in order to be great. And the emotions of my fire and water signs, and then the aloofness of air signs. I'm like, listen, y'all got to get together for me. Y'all do too much.
Why we gotta be aloof? Listen, that's funny that you say that though, because some people do say that she doesn't even care. I don't. Like,
y'all are most definitely aloof as air signs, and that's not a bad thing. It's just if you're dating one, y'all are so nonchalant. Nothing bothers you, but it bothers you, and I'm like, talk.
Nah, because when we get to talking though, we get to hurting people's feelings.
This is also true.
Because people want us to internalize their perspectives and their emotions. And we're like, yeah, no, it doesn't give that. And they're like, no, it does. It does. And you definitely, and because I would, okay, that's how you would feel. Like, fuck your mother. Like air signs are more so like, I'm angry because you're saying that I'm angry. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we internalize. That's how we respond.
And I can understand that. I think it's more so poking at the air sign. Like everyone else you can kind of expect. Like shout out to a brother of a certain age. He's talking about he's a Taurus. Listen, the bulls are in here. Earth signs, we can kind of shut down and be really reclusive. But I think with air signs, because you don't know which way you guys are leaning, it's kind of like I need to know. But then when I poke you too much, there's now a tornado in my house.
Is that like, yeah, exactly. Like earth signs they're the worst.
Yo, I'm a Capricorn.
I that's okay, and I understand. That's why I like you. My mom is Capricorn. My sisters are Capricorn. My besties are Capricorn. But all of y'all, when y'all get mad, y'all be thinking that them earth signs is real nice. They're really not.
Ooh.
They really just wait. They wait for the opening. And then they're like, oh yeah.
Patient. We have a lot of, and I think it's because Earth is tough, so people think we can just take so much, and we can, but then when we can't anymore, there's an earthquake.
Right. It's an implosion. It's like the fault line shaking. Some finna split apart.
Capricorns are very possessive. We are. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I am very possessive. What is mine is mine. If it is a person, place, or thing, any type of noun, you are mine. You belong to me. But we love. Once you get past that little hard shell of us, there is a nice nougaty center that is full of love. That's why we're loving our confessions.
I think that Capricorns are, y'all are loyal.
We are loyal.
But when things, and I don't know Rosie for nothing, but I can promise you that towards the end of her previous situation, she was ready to go for a while before she actually walked out that damn door.
We do. So we do emotionally check out. Mm-hmm.
Capricorn women, they'll hold you down for a minute. It's them Capricorn men, though. Them Capricorn men are nuts. They're nuts. They don't know how to let go. They get to crashing out because what y'all don't know about Capricorns is Capricorns have a very emotional side, the men and the women. The men are like 10,000 times worse than the women.
Yes.
But they do. Like, it's interesting. When things are good, they're great. But when things are not good, they're horrible.
We're getting called too loyal. How can you be too loyal? The thing about, so it's funny you said that because I have a theory, right? So out of all four elements, out of all four of the, different signs, I do feel like each group has their ultimate crash out. So for earth signs, I do believe it is Capricorn because Virgos are too perfectionists. Will they crash out if things aren't perfect enough? Absolutely. But I don't think a Virgo, because a Virgo is still very aware of how they have to look. So they're not going to crash out like that. A Taurus will crash out, but not to the same capacity as a Capricorn, because Tauruses, they're really more chill, laid back. You really not going to mess with a Taurus. You're not going to really keep poking at a Taurus. But a Capricorn, we will let loose in every way. We will let hell release. That will be the earthquake that allows the magma to come through. And then as far as my other signs, I believe my Cancers are the crash out for water signs. I do believe that highly. I do believe for my air signs, it is going to be a Gemini. I do believe Geminis just kind of are always on the brink of already crashing out. And then I said air, earth, water, and then fire. I'm going to say it's Aries. And Aries is always going to just be ready. Y'all are literally named after the god of war. So Aries, y'all are just ready to F stuff up. No questions asked.
I think out of the air signs, though, it's the Libras.
Okay, talk to me. I want to hear this.
Because I know a lot of Geminis and a lot of Aquariuses, they cool and shit, whatever. But with the Geminis, it's that duality. So just when they really about to fully crash out, they catch themselves. And they'll be like, oh, let me not do that. The Aquarius, they be, they aight. But with Libras, we're cerebral with it. So not only do we unleash hell, you know what I'm saying, in the physical realm, we'll psychologically torture the fuck out somebody.
Oh, it's the word torture for me, which is crazy. Hello, Miss Polly. Welcome. It's torture though. I do believe that now that you said that, because my little sister is a Libra, like I said earlier. And listen, I have to keep her because she's a young Libra. She just turned 21, and I'm like, girl, I was there for her birthday. I'm like, girl, we can't be fighting in this club. You too little. She's little. Y'all be little air signs and be ready to fight. What's going on with that?
Because Libras don't got no fear. Libras, when I tell you Libras don't got no fear and Libras don't got no fucks. Like, excuse my language, it just is what it is. We really don't care. And when people keep trying to push the envelope and trying it with us, we be like, oh yeah? All right. Well, we'll bait you and make you crash out. See, and they'll be like, I know.
Welcome in, T.O. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Hello, DJ Genesis. Thank you for coming through.
Hey, I just found out about this panel today. Shouts out to Raji. She just let me know about it.
Oh, thank you, Raw. I appreciate you for sharing it out.
You're welcome. Hey, Genesis.
Well, I'm a fellow air sign. I'm a Gemini.
Okay, so talk to me. Well, I know Polly came up first. Polly, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Hello.
All right, so hey, T.O. Hi, Time. Did I say hi to everybody? Real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. I said hey to a brother of a certain age. Raw, I appreciate you so much. Y'all, if you haven't already, hey, Intellectual Soapbox. Dragonfly's own cousin. If y'all haven't already, hey, Algorithm Unfiltered, I would like if y'all could hit the like and subscribe. And also, if you could support the show, if you're feeling generous, that would be great. But likes are free. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, Polly, and then Genesis.
Oh, actually, I wanted to hear your question again, Tyler.
We're pretty much just rapping about, the signs. You want to start with telling us what your sign is?
Sagittarius.
Oh my goodness, y'all Sages.
Mm.
Listen, it must be a love connection with me and Sages. I do listen, Sag women are great. I love me some Sag women.
Yeah, we try.
So, I don't talk to me about what you think about compatibility. What do you think about? We're already talking about crash out. So, do you feel like Sag crash out?
I think we do sometimes have the thinkers. We can have them, but we get over stuff really easy. We get mad for a short period of time. Okay. And then we just get over it and move on with whatever it is and go on with everything. I get along with Gemini and Aquarius really well. Aquarius is really, really well. But I think I started talking to air signs a little bit more. And air signs actually. Let's see. Yeah, air signs and some water signs. I'm vibing with them a little bit. We just, I kind of like the more emotional part. So we'll see. I'm trying to see how that would that be about. I guess I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot. We'll see. Yeah, but compatibility, I probably naturally get along with probably Gemini and Aquarius is the most. It's easier. It feels natural. I don't really have to try too much. It just happens.
Yeah, I'm a little heartbroken because Polly knows I'm an earth sign. I do have some air sign in me because I'm a cuss, but I'm a little heartbroken.
Right. No, but you know what though? My best friend is actually a Taurus. Okay. And so I actually like it being around stability. I think the only thing about me, I would say, because I actually follow numerology a lot. So I am like 11th. I'm an 11th path. So basically, it's like I have a duality of both of everything. So I feel like what happens is I know what I am. So I know even though I want to be out of line, I know I should be in line. So then I purposely put myself around people that I know are better for me. Intentionally.
Listen, they are going to war about Sages right now.
Shout out to me. Oh my God.
Listen, I like I said, I have no beef with Sages. Y'all are good people in my book. DJ Genesis, what you thinking about? And are you the crash out of your sign?
I'm not the crash out. But okay, so I'm on the cusp. I'm June 20th.
Okay.
Right.
So I am
Cancer.
Okay. Oh, air and water. Okay. Talk to me.
Yeah. So I would say I'm emotional, but I don't be. By the time I get to crashing out, you done had to really be fucking with me really bad. Like I done built up enough information about it that I finally say, you know what, enough's enough. Because I forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive. I even forgive after I've crashed out. I keep forgiving. People say you're too nice. You gotta let these people go. But I keep forgiving. But Sagittarius, oh my God. Hey, Lord.
Welcome in,
they will. I mean, you gotta get. I don't even know what to do. I mean, I'm dealing with one right now. He's driving me nuts. And then it's like, well, I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing blah, blah, blah. But then the moment you okay, well, bye. Then they want to come back around, and I don't know. It might be either Sagittarius or just men in general. They do this weird.
That does sound very Sag-like to me.
Yeah, I'm just doing. I got a lot going on. Dude, you can't multitask. He can't do too many things at once. If it's one thing going on, it just takes up everything. It's whatever that one thing is, it's oh my God, this one thing is everything in the world. I'm dude, man, if you don't.
They're very passionate. I do agree with that.
Yeah, I'm come on now.
I think it is okay. So like I said, I'm with what is that? Cancer, right? Right. No, not Cancer, but Cancer, Pisces. I think they're very emotional. But the thing is, you just gotta allow us to be out of line. If you just accept that we can drum around It's fine. Just let me be free. Like, don't give me. I want boundaries, but they gotta be kind of like a big boundary. Like, hey, you can run a little bit, but act a little bit okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just do that. I think that's what it is. They like, and then when you say you want to leave, like, hey, that's not cool. That's not cool. You can't. If you want to act out, let us act out. Love us anyway. Let us act out. Tell us we can act out, and then
You don't want to burn things. That's the whole point of Sages. Shout out to Lana. Look at this. Lana talking about she's with a Sag and she's a Leo. That's too much fire. Leos are the baddies. They are the bad bitches. Y'all are the baddies. But I feel like that's a lot of heat in that house, Lana.
I don't know. Leos is kind of moody. Like Leo men anyway. Leo men are like,
no, women. My grandmother, listen, my grandmother is literally a diva. And I think that is why she's also a Leo. But she is a Leo woman and she is a bad bitch. You can't tell her nothing. It is her way or the highway. And you just kind of, with Leos, you really do have to learn, especially the women, you just let them have it. Don't fight them. Just let it be. Because a Leo, that fire sign right there, it's not even that they're bratty. It's just, there's no point in arguing with them because they're going to do it. It's just going to happen. And you're just going to have to sit back and watch it happen.
I'm going to tell you, my ex-husband was a Leo. So picture it, fire and air.
Fan in the flames? Yeah. Like I said, my ex was a water sign. I do have a affinity to fire signs, and I think that is why, like I said, as an earth sign, we're tough. We can kind of we can weather the storm. I think a lot of people kind of take that as a green light to go ahead and keep trying, earth signs until you kind of find out that we will rock your shit hard.
So this is the thing with air signs and fire signs, right? Mm-hmm. This is where it plays into that psychological terror. What a lot of people don't know is air will make a fire burn itself out. Air, exactly. Not only suffocate it, but just keep flaming that shit until it just runs out of material to burn on.
That's dark. You gonna come with the dark psychology?
We all said at the same time. I just was muted, but honey, we all was like
right. Like she gonna come with the dark psychology, Genesis.
Listen, people, I don't know, like, so that's also my Libra nature. Like, I'm super positive and super sweet, but I think because for the majority of the time I rest on that side of my scales, people forget, especially Libras, we gonna keep the energy balanced. So the darkness, when I want to be dark, it's unmatched, untenable. It's great. But, I think when it comes down to the Zodiacs, though, socioeconomic. No, I'm just trying to think of the best way to phrase it because I don't want anybody to get offended. Everybody's so sensitive. Everybody's so creative. But I think the socioeconomic factors to your life also affect how your perception of your zodiac sign is displayed.
Can you break that down a little bit for me?
So, Leos, this not no shade to you, Miss Leo in the chat, Lana. It's not about you. I have to say that because if I say something, people be like, she talking about me.
Especially the Leos. Leos are hypersensitive. Love you, Lana, but y'all are.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be a baddie if you're a brokey. Like, if a Leo is broke, then the worst aspects of their traits come out. Because in essence, Leos need to have capital to fund that portion of their personality. You know what I'm saying? Like with Capricorns. Now, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay.
Capricorns cannot have debt. They cannot be down bad. Capricorns need a safety net. They need to exist with surplus. If they don't have that, you're going to have a very grumpy, very cranky, very volatile person on your hands.
You also have to have a plan for a Capricorn. Capricorns, if you come in here and there's no plan for the finances, we can't work with that. We have to at least, if we're going to go based off potential, I got to see a business plan. I have to see where we're going with this. And with Capricorns, even on our brokest days, you're never gonna see a broke Capricorn. Ever.
Never
Capricorn
happened.
about that money. So if you are here for your Capricorn girl love, Lover Girl Rogue C, go ahead and hit that Cash App because Capricorns like that money. And I'm playing.
The Munyon.
Listen, I need to get my Munyon song set up. So my grandmother, she was a famous singer. For those who don't know, I play her song usually. I have a remix version, but she has a song where it's like, "How do you spell love?" and it's Money. So I'm like, I got that to be my money song.
I love it.
Listen, if you ever want to stream her name is Margie Joseph. Y'all know I love to shout out my grandmother whenever I can. She was, I don't want to say snubbed out because I don't know who's listening, but for the lack of a better term, she was snubbed out by Aretha and them people. But
Oh, stunning.
If you ever want to check her out, she is. Listen, I told you she a Leo through and through.
But she a baddie for real. She a baddie. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Grandma.
Mm-hmm, that's Mama over there. But yeah, Genesis, what you thinking? Because I know we're talking about. Listen, I'm letting y'all enjoy. I had something. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Wait, I just want you to know, if you yell at me, I'll probably be missing for just a minute. All right.
I know you, Polly. I know. That's why I went to Genesis first.
Wait, say it again. What's the question again?
Oh, there wasn't really a question. I can go to my next talking point if you want.
I'm sorry, I'm doing two things. I'm multitasking. I'm a Gemini. So what was the
I was just trying to see if you wanted to pick up where we were leaving off before I started. My next segment is about star-crossed lovers. So before I get to that, I kind of wanted to see where y'all thoughts were.
I would say that. Well, I wish I'm sorry. My brain. I was just reading something. So I would say this is that, Gemini and Sagittarius, we are very compatible, but we also drive each other nuts. I mean, you love them; they are great, but I find myself very compatible with Sagittarius, but they drive me insane. Listen, I don't even know what to do about. I don't know what to do about it. It's like I'm dealing with one. I'm like, oh my god, you are really. I actually sent a message like, look, I'm done. I went on a date with another Gemini.
But were you really done?
Mm-hmm. I kind of was done, but then, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm starting to like the other Gemini guy more than the Sagittarius. So now he's coming back like, oh no, I was busy, I didn't, but I'm gonna do right this time. But I'm kind of on some like, once Gemini kind of make up their mind, like they're kind of through, kind of the attachment is gone, like the thrill is gone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how this is gonna even work. I'm like, because I really don't want to be having two dudes, but I'm like, because I know that the Gemini is very Geminis are possessive. I don't know if people know that, but they're possessive.
I could see that. I can most definitely see that. And
Sagittarius aren't. They don't give a fuck. Like they're like, okay. When I said I've been dating, I'm done. He was like, okay, all right. Okay.
See, this is the most Leo thing I've seen all night. Lana, this is such a Leo right here. Oh, I am in my own world. I don't care. Y'all Leo. Listen, I love y'all so much. No, you're good, Lana.
I said to him like, "Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done." He's like, "Okay," and I was like, "Okay then."
Yeah, Sagittarius. Y'all,
they'll be like, "Okay," but I don't think they're okay because but I don't think he understand that when I'm like, you say okay to me, I'm like, okay, carrying on. Shit, they're like, okay, bye. And then
are ready to burn things though, Genesis. That's the thing about Sagittarius. And shout out to the ones that can control their fire, because the ones that are really, really ready just to go to hell, they will. And when they don't care, they really don't care. I was gonna say, Chanel, you asked me for the link a while back ago. And hi, creative. Welcome, Miss Chanel's Reality. Hello.
Hey, beautiful ladies.
Can I make everyone bigger? Is there a way to do that?
Hey, Chanel, how's it going?
There we go.
Child.
Yeah, when they don't care, they really, so he doesn't like not care because the moment I was like, well, I don't. I haven't, just completely stepped away, but I'm just saying like this is what I'm feeling. But at the same time, I'm just being double-minded, like I, two sides talking at the same time. Like, but if you keep it up, but at the same time, now I started talking to this guy. I'm like, well, damn, we talked for 3 hours. He listened, he calls me back, he's not on like I'm just so busy. Like the Sagittarius got all this mystery going on. I'm like, dude, you're not in the CIA, sir. You're not in the FBI. Like, where is all this? Like, you're so busy. Like, I'm busy too, bro.
That's true. So now, what you got for me? What you thinking about my zodiac sign conversation?
I was like, let me come through because I'm a whole Leo.
Come on, see, I know my Leo.
Somebody was saying something about Leos and money, and just let us be because we gonna get it. You're not gonna change our mind. This is absolutely right. My husband is sick of me and Chanel and Louis Vuitton and all of them. He done. He tired. But yeah, it's like once you get fixated on what you want, you're not gonna be able to stop me. I'm gonna have to figure out a way. I can have to plan. But I heard y'all saying something about Leo and Sagittarius. Those are my people. That's my tribe. That's like the best.
So much fire. Yay.
But it's the best fit. Like, have so much fun with all my Sagittarius friends.
Y'all ready to burn the world down.
Listen, we on fire, but people love us. And if you don't like us, it's you. You the problem, not us. Sorry.
Listen, I'm not mad at my fire signs. Like I said, even with Sagittarius, shout out to the Sagittarius because y'all just light the way for Capricorn, baby.
Oh, you a Capricorn?
Yes.
Capricorn too. I don't know. I don't have no Capricorn friends. I don't think I ever had one Capricorn. No shade to you because I like you. But I'm just saying, I never had a Capricorn friend.
I was like, oh, I have friends. You do?
No, because all my friends are Sagittarius or the sign that I really can't with, but I seem to keep wanting to be my friend is there's some people that's born in January, between January and February.
Aquarius.
They write about everything. Like it's worse than Leos. Like we think we write about everything, but no. You're not changing their mind. Under no circumstances.
Aquarius don't let up. Y'all think Capricorns are bad debaters? An Aquarius will debate you all the way into hell.
Right, you're not changing their mind for no reason. They have to believe whatever it is you're telling them in order for them to change their mind. If they don't believe it, it's dead. But and the Scorpios of the world, I don't know why they keep trying to be my friends too. I'd be like, Lord Jesus.
Listen, I'm going to give Scorpio slander without giving Scorpio slander because I've said earlier, I have so many in my family. Y'all are nothing but just overrated Valentine's Day babies. Y'all are the proof of your parents getting down. If you go 9 months back from a Scorpio's date, I promise you it goes to Valentine's Day.
Really? Never thought about it.
Welcome to the stage, Miss Creative.
Hey, Creative.
Hello, my loves. I appreciate y'all for sliding through. Creative.
I'm so tired. I was like, I gotta go see what Rogue C up to. She looking all cute.
This was so impromptu. It was. I just kind of thought this would be a really fun conversation. I was over at another panel and Dr. Quantum, and I just started talking about fire signs because I believe she's a fire sign. And it was like that would be a dope show. So I don't know if anyone has Quantum's information to tag her.
Oh, is it Lady Quantum? Is that her
Lady
name?
Quantum, Dr. Quantum.
Oh, Dr. Quantum. Okay. Hey, Dr. Quantum. Shout out to her.
So
no, I didn't know.
Gave the idea. But Creative, what are you thinking, Mama? How do you feel about the whole zodiac signs, love things? I was going to go to the next segment after y'all get your first word in.
I don't know. I don't really go by the zodiac signs
So tell me why not then? Uh-oh.
I don't know. I like the zodiac signs for figuring myself out. But when it comes to like your other person, I don't like to go by it because I feel like it boxes. It takes you out of the whole dating thing. And then you got to find somebody with your sign or that's compatible with you. And that's just me, though. I don't take it on. I don't take it as like you need to be with this sign in order for it to work. But I believe some traits, though. I believe like Gemini got some traits, Leo's got certain traits, Pisces got certain traits, Taurus got certain traits. Yeah.
Oh, you the first one to come with some Taurus. You had a little something behind that Taurus one for me.
I'm a Taurus. That's why.
I'm married to a Taurus, and they are stubborn. Okay?
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn.
Just very stubborn.
I will say this about the zodiac: you can't just go only by the sun sign because they can have this rising of Venus, that, and blah blah blah, and different things of different planets determine how they act in different situations. So the sun sign is just pretty much like almost like a what is it called? Like your what's the word? Your dang,
dominant. It's your dominant.
It is your archetype, right? So this is your archetype, right? But the archetype might have aspects of that archetype that are ruled by other things. So you have to find out what time he was born and what date he was born at the same time and where. And then you'll be able to get the full picture because it's not just a very just one-sided thing.
So I'm gonna give y'all this when it comes down to my star. I'm sorry, creative.
I was saying I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Rising and my first time. Yeah, I'm both. So
how do you know if it's rising or lowering or crossing or?
Yeah, they have rising like your rising sign, and there's your moon sign. So moon.
If you do your chart, Chanel, so you would either have somebody create your chart, or you can go on one of the free websites. You'll put in the time, day you were born, the place, so the city.
I'm just gonna accept that I'm always rising, so that's whatever my.
I'm always
rising.
No, you're not. You're not.
It's always rising. Now I don't know. I've heard of that, like the master astrologist and Pluto and Jupiter and all this kind of stuff, but I can't figure it out. It's too much. So
we are ruled by Saturn, because
what does that mean?
Give me my rings. Listen, Saturn it's the ruling planet of the Capricorn. So each zodiac has a ruling planet, and it pretty much matches with like how Genesis and Ra were saying your archetype. But I'm gonna give y'all this, and then we can go in order for everybody here. So when it comes down to star-crossed lovers, right? Some relationships feel cosmically intense, but they are still very destructive. We were kind of talking about that. So we have timing issues, passion without peace, chemistry without compatibility, right person, wrong season, relationships that awaken you but cannot keep you, people who change your life but cannot stay in it. And some people are not soulmates, but they are just spiritual mirrors. So do you ever feel like you've been in a situation like that? And like I said, we can go in order, or whoever wants to come through.
What type of situation? Which one? All of them or some of them?
Super intense. Shout out to Ross. So ladies, if on the panel, if you do want to go ahead and find out your rising and everything, Raw did put it in the back chat. So if you want to actually do your part. But pretty much, that relationship that feels so cosmically aligned and intertwined, and it has to be something, and then unfortunately it doesn't follow through.
So let me tell you about this one time at band camp, girl. Let me tell you
one time at band camp.
This one time at band camp. Yes, band camp, girl. I dated somebody that had the same birthday as me, and I thought we were twin blade. It was it was sparkles and glitter until it wasn't, because it was like a me versus me situation in the end.
I love it.
I don't. I wouldn't be able to handle that. So I feel that. That's why I don't think I go to earth sign men or Capricorn men in general. Like I said, me and my father, he's a Capricorn, and I'm like, Daddy, and he's a December Capricorn. I'm like, I'm gonna need you.
You don't like earth signs?
Not as relationships, friendships, absolutely. Relationships, no. Too much. Boulder against Boulder. Capricorns, we already have a big head about ourselves because we're goated mermaid.
Cocky as.
I mean,
am I wrong?
Listen.
Okay.
We're the goats. We're Capricorns. We're the goats. What y'all want from us?
Who told y'all that?
We're literally a goat.
Y'all self-assigned? Oh,
we're literally a goat.
Is that for like?
We're goats with mermaid tails. Don't come for us. We are the goat.
I only know about the lion because I'm a lion. That's all I know. Self-centered.
Oh, you a Leo. That explains a lot.
I think that Geminis can really get along with anybody as long as they understand that Geminis are a little bit kind of weird.
Yeah, y'all are. You know who's the weirdos for real? Is the Aquarius. They weird and they know they weird.
Weirdos are nice. Hey.
Oh, are you Aquarius?
They're not only weird, but they're also kind of like mean a little bit.
Yes.
I feel like
they play no games with nobody. Like they will get your ass.
Spirited. I think Aquarius, Libras, Geminis, y'all are just so flowy where it comes off as weird to people, but I think y'all are just
no, they're weirdos. Sorry.
Oh my God, that's so mean.
Oh, are you a Aquarius?
No, I enjoy them very much though.
Oh, well, they're weird. They know they weird.
I know they're exciting. They're mean and exciting at the same time.
So why you fighting? Listen, it's
not a negative thing because someone says someone's weird is negative. I think they're just eccentric.
They're awkward.
Like
they're awkward. Like weird silences. Like they couldn't be here and just everybody be silent and be peaceful. They would be weirded out. They'd be like, they feel uncomfortable. I'm just saying.
I can tell you a great person
real quick. I do have
example of Aquarius you don't even know is Prince Clark's Aquarius.
I do have to shout out Miss Lady Nyla. If y'all can put some blue hearts in the chat for me. Hi Nyla.
Hi Nyla.
Hi Nyla.
Have you here, Nyla? I know you also would know a lot about Zodiac's, Nyla. If you do have a moment and if you would like to come up, I would definitely appreciate that.
Man, listen.
Are you talking about who my grandmother is? Yes. So again, for those who don't know, Margie Joseph, she is an amazing singer. Nyla, you know Knockout? Yes, that is my Momo, y'all. Y'all don't understand. It's so exciting when I get to find out that people actually know her. So Knockout was my grandmother's hit song.
Wow.
So if y'all want to stream it later, it's such a great song. It's a timeless. Like my grandmother was part of that kind of timeless vibe. So it's definitely just such a y'all gotta listen to my grandma. If you like the Aretha Franklin and all that, like I said, not to get Aretha's estate on me, but they snubbed my grandmother for Aretha.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, it was more of that time of crabs in the barrel. But I'm sorry, I think I cut off Genesis, so my bad, Genesis. And thank you all so much for coming through. If you guys have not already like or subscribe, please make sure to do so. And welcome Miss Nyla Says to the panel as well.
Hey Nyla.
Hi Nyla.
Hey, how is everybody doing? Look, I'm on my way to the store, but I promise to hop on when I get back to the house. But I had to say, I could not believe it because, like, I never met anyone that knew Knockout. And I'm like, wait a minute, that cannot be her grandmother. Like, girl, I used to pretend to be her. I used to pretend to be her. I promise I used to dance in the mirror. I wish my mom was in the car with me because when we were living in New Mexico, I used to pretend to be her. I used to pretend to be quite a few of the ladies of that era, but I never found anybody that even like really knew about her music like that. So that was kind of cool to hear.
Oh my gosh, I will definitely have to play this for her because I'm trying my hardest.
Yes, you do. Girl, I can sing that whole song. I can sing the whole song.
How excited that makes me. I'm gonna have to show my grandmother one day. I'm like, do I need to interview my grandmother?
Yes,
I will bring her to the channel, and I'm gonna have to make sure I have your email. So I'm gonna make sure I get you if you want to bring your mama up too.
Girl, I literally used to put on my grandmother's wig and we had made up a dance to Knockout. Girl, that is so crazy.
I'm excited to even just hear that because there are so many people. I'm trying to get new generation. I love when I get to find out about people who either were put on when they were kids or they grew up on her music or who they were actually in the club while it was banging. Because, we grew up listening to it and we didn't realize, oh my God, Momo is Margie Joseph until we got older.
Man, this had to be like, when I think about it, this had to be like 83, 82, 84, somewhere around that time. Or maybe even sooner than that. It might have been sooner than that. Yeah, about 82, 83, I remember singing that song all the time. Yep.
Definitely. I know you said you're at the store, and I know you have so much, especially knowledge about the astrological stuff because I've been, on your channel since you've been talking.
Oh, absolutely. That's my jam.
We'll be
Astrology, esoteric stuff. That's my jam.
I do. I do know. So I'm happy that you came through. So whatever, if you need to go and then come back, we'll be here. I would
I
love
will.
to
I'll
see
come
you.
back. I'll come back. All right. See you guys
Thank
later.
you.
All righty.
Bye-bye.
That
Bye
is so
bye.
exciting when people do know my grandmother, y'all, because, I feel like certain people get on the unsung list of things. And there's so much Black talent. And like I was saying before, there is so much crabs in a barrel of that timeline where we don't get to hear a lot of people who were really talented.
So there's so much crabs in the barrel in today's timeline, but I do enjoy your grandmother's voice. I did put her video in the chat so that people that, hadn't heard her music could click and listen. I think that's a dope song too.
Thank you so much. Y'all definitely click, give my grandmama some streams. I actually need to find out who has her masters. But yes, please take a look, because whatever helps my grandmother get her masters, that would also help. As far as, I guess, I know Genesis was talking. I'm so sorry, Genesis. Do you remember where you left off?
You said Aquarius is a weirdo.
You did.
Yeah, I said they're weird. I said one well-known Aquarius that you probably everybody don't know is actually Princella Clark is an Aquarius.
That actually makes a lot of sense when you say that. Knowing, Princella, like I said, Aquariuses are some diehard debaters. Simon, I know you are in the back right now. We're kind of having a ladies panel. I don't have any other gentlemen folk up, and I don't know how much you know about Zodiacs. So I don't know if you want to sit this one out and kind of just chill out in the chat. And then I guess if more fellas come up, if more fellas want to ask the ladies some questions about the Zodiacs, if not, ladies is kind of just be our thing right now.
But check this out. One other person that you probably don't realize, Charleston White is a Gemini.
Oh, that checks for me a lot, actually.
But low-key, I like Charleston White.
I don't have an issue with him. I think he's outlandish, but the fact that you just said that checks on the fact that he's outlandish as a Gemini. That makes a lot of sense to me.
So imagine when they did their show together in my garage, it was a Gemini versus Aquarius. Who won?
That was at your house?
It was in my garage, yeah.
So wait, who won?
Wow.
Who won? Right.
I want to know, because do you have the link to that, or?
Yeah.
Can you put it in the back for me? I would love to see that. I want to know.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
You know what I did have that was interesting? I don't know if I can remember very much, but the two partners that I was with, and when I first started, the two partners with the longest, those two, one was Aquarius and then one was Gemini, and I was Sagittarius. And actually, our three signs actually get along very well together. The Geminis get along with the Aquarius gets along with Sagittarius well, and then the Gemini and the Sagittarius are well. So that was very interesting time. We got along pretty well. We did pretty well together, I think.
No, I mean, like I said, I don't have an issue with the wind signs. I really think I like actually poking the wind signs, the air signs' brains. I like how they think. I don't think they come from any type of like hater aspect. I think they are very intellectually sound. I think that a lot of air signs, they're great showmen. I definitely think they know how to put on a great performance, and I think that's what also makes them, like when Genesis was saying Princella and Charleston White, I think that's what makes them entertaining. Shout out to Coffee. Yes. And if y'all notice, your girl on one of my shorts, I have a picture of me and my grandmother. I am her little twin. So it is such a great deal when people say how beautiful my grandmother is. She is very beautiful. She is such a great woman, and she is a very big inspiration. And it's always funny because my grandmother does watch my show. So from time to time, she'll tune in. So I hope she is seeing this right now if she's not asleep already. But I did want to
shout out to Meemaw.
Oh, we from Louisiana, so it's Mama. So you got
Mama. Okay.
But the next segment that
Ohio,
I had,
they say Mama in Ohio, Mama.
That sounds I've never been. That sounds very Midwestern. I've never been out that way, but I like the way Midwestern people talk. Like there's just this. It's not a slang. It's not really an accent, but it's just It's not like the Southern drawl. Like we have a drawl down south. Y'all kind of say it quickly, but there's still a little something there. So there's something that you can catch, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Midwestern accent. I hear it all the time at work. So I did want to move on. Why toxic relationships feel fated. Trauma bonds mistaken for destiny. Chaos mistaken for passion. Anxiety mistaken for chemistry. Intermittent affection creates obsession. Familiar pain feels safer than healthy love. And a lot of us say the universe keeps bringing this back to me, bringing this pattern back to me. Meanwhile, the universe probably is sitting there. I gave you 17 exits. Why are you still here? You could have been gone. I gave you a boat, a rhinoceros. Why are you here? So how do you feel about the fact that a lot of people will blame fate for, I guess, a toxic situation?
I don't know why everybody be acting like they would be silent. But people blame toxicity as the universe because they're lazy as shit. They're insecure. They don't want to do the work. They ain't taking no time between relationships because they so trauma bonded. They so used to whatever that they just jump from, the frying pan into the fire. People don't have the art of self-discovery down pat. So they're not ever going to have healthy love because they don't healthily love themselves.
That's true. I can definitely see that. Also, thank you, Creative. I know you said you had to go and I didn't get to say bye to you, love, but thank you.
Sometimes the D just be good. Let's be real. Sometimes we put up a lot of stuff because the D just be just too good to like give it up.
So is that part of it? Is that part of what makes the appeal of a toxic relationship? The D is just good?
Yeah, it's not a lot of times that be the thing. Like if you that's like, well, why are we lying to ourselves about like this? We might just like we might forego all of our common sense for the D.
But in the name of claiming it as fate, though, is it just fated D at that point? The D,
fatal D.
Oh, that's
not fated, but fatal. Because that
D.
Listen, Alexis Kate Tyler, who's also a Sagittarius, talked about penis power. Y'all ever seen her videos about penis power?
No, but if you got something,
you never. I'm gonna put it.
Because we could do a show about that. That might be something crazy. We might have to put that behind a paywall, though. But if y'all ladies are down, that would be a good show. So, Chanel, what you thinking?
What was the question?
About the fated love affair of toxic love. Do we really just blame fate for the toxicity go through?
No, absolutely not. People are grown people. So,
what about character development? It was part of my character development. I had to go through it.
No, you don't. I think that's what like 15 to like 24-year-olds do, right? Their parents are trying to save them from themselves. Don't be with this man or that girl or whatever it is. Go to this college, trying to save you from yourself. I think in those rebellious years of like, I need to find out on my own. I've never been that girl though. I'm like, I don't need to find out on my own. Tell me the right way to do it, and that's what I'm gonna do. What's the safe, easy way, that's gonna set me up for success? Not let me go bump my head 42 times so I can figure it out. So I think some people are intentionally dumb, but I also do think, look, let me put on my therapy hat, right? I do think we are somewhat products of however our past was set up. Right. Mm-hmm. So if you grew up in a violent home or if you grew up in a toxic home, then that's probably normal to you. So if you gravitate to somebody toxic, it's not going to be that far-fetched. Sometimes people grow up in toxic homes and they intentionally are like, I'm not going to be this way, or I'm not going to take this type of X, whatever. So I don't know. I think sometimes opposites attract, you know what I mean? And so you end up in a situation where, I don't know. I think women maybe do this, but I could be wrong. But it's almost like the more toxic someone is, the more you're drawn to them because you maybe want to fix them or, see if you can turn them around or whatever the case may be, which is a lost cause. Ladies, don't do that. You can't fix nobody.
I think the broken bird concept is a real thing for a lot of people. I do definitely agree with that. And also shout out to Raw. Thank you so much for supporting the show. I appreciate you. Y'all be like Raw and get some support. Chanel, I got to shout you out last time, I think.
You did.
I did.
Rosie, Don't tell the people that I support the show, honey, because I'm broke, baby. I don't got no money.
I can't say
Listen, it's a different Raw. I don't know who this person is. She,
Yeah, it's somebody else. Somebody else. I don't got it. I'm broke.
I don't know who this is, but thank you.
She said she ain't got it. Okay.
She ain't got it. Don't ask her for nothing.
Why people do that? Well, that's a whole nother channel. I mean, a whole nother panel. I'm just like, why people can't just let people live? But anyway. So no, I don't think, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm not staying around in no toxic relationship for no reason, for like, especially because he has a D, because there's another one somewhere else that could give it to me.
But
so I really never understand why women say that. It's nobody worth my peace like that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's also a matter of you trade in one thing for the other. So one carnal pleasure can kind of make you stick around for something else. Or you kind of feel like you are fed enough where you can kind of maintain and handle.
No, I get that, right? So it's like, okay, well, the majority of everything over here is great. So I can, I can deal with this stuff over here. But I'm saying I'm not about to let the D overpower my peace. That's all I'm saying. I don't understand that logic. But so many women I've heard say that. So maybe it's just got to mesmerize. I don't know. But to me, that's also young people.
Stigmatized.
Maybe it's that. I don't know, but
I mean,
I can see for a period of time where you like, oh my God, he is giving it to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? but at some point you have to wake up and be like, okay, this is enough. You can't call my phone. No, nigga. No, I'm not answering your text messages because then they try, hey, beautiful, wake up, beautiful, miss you, beautiful. No, you didn't. Shut the hell up.
Ooh.
You got to do that sometimes. I can't take it.
Lana said, we have to get along. That's all I care about. And see, that's definitely fair. I think a lot of people are getting into relationships where they don't even like each other. It's out of convenience. It's out of, I need a place to stay.
Homosexual. Shout out to them.
I'm not playing with y'all on this internet tonight. Homosexual? I never even heard of that.
Girl, it's a whole category.
That's a thing.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So Robert's standards, right? What are we willing to tolerate? Everything ain't love, but love. Listen, y'all know how I feel about love at this point. As a lover girl, love is not enough to get you through.
You don't think so?
Not at all.
Well, they say, the Bible says God is love and he is our savior. So what you think?
I listened to Anthony Hamilton say, girl, we don't need no groceries. We can feed on love alone. And I checked out.
Look, God is love, but he ain't say the sex was love, because sex is not. That's not love. Now, I agree. I understand how some people get caught up in the matrix now, because some people ain't never really had, you know what I'm saying, that does knocked out that bottom. You know what I'm saying? So they get on that ride, they be like, you is mine, and you don't belong to nobody else.
So there's a whole study out there.
I can't.
Well, actually, research show. If you actually do the research, you'll find out that romantic love is not only a scam, but it's actually based in it's witchcraft, and it's also based on a cult that started in France.
Romantic love is a cult?
Yes.
Now, what raggedy study told you this, ma'am?
So what it was
not raggedy study. What?
Let me tell you what it was.
No shade, but I'm just like, what are we talking about?
All of the rich men and the powerful men used to get all the women. So romantic love was something that was kind of invented to allow those that didn't have any money to actually still get women. So and actually there was an actual cult in France at some point that actually was the beginning of this whole thing, and it goes back into religion, and the Catholic Church is a whole thing. I did a whole show about romantic love.
So hold on. So
and in the background, I actually shared a video where people in TikTok are breaking some of that stuff down too.
So I've been married romantically to my husband for 20 years. You're saying I'm in a cult?
No, that's not what she said. What she said
I'm messing with her.
I can't. It's just like Chanel, I'm gonna beat your butt because you really be trolling for real. But it's just like with De Beers, right? Diamonds are not really that valuable. De Beers
Right.
played in the people's face and created a market to make diamonds
That's a
be worth
fact.
what they're
Yep.
worth.
Mm-hmm. They created a whole industry that didn't even exist to make us think the man must value you if he gives you this. It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And be clear, Tiffany's was 2 men, not a woman.
But they like Breakfast at Tiffany's. They swear they think they remember the film.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the whole concept, the whole construct is really based on broke ass men trying to like wow a woman, and because they didn't have enough money, they weren't rich enough to actually sustain them in any other way, but to trick them into being with them.
But that's the thing with lobsters. Y'all know lobsters not really high end for real.
Mm-hmm.
Lobsters used to be cheaper than everything, cheaper than oysters.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is a marketing ploy. Skin.
It is. That's a fact. I agree.
Take for instance oxtails. Oxtails used to be cheap as shit. Go try and get you a pound 2 oxtails right now. You're finna pay $30, all right, for some damn oxtail. What you do with?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I feel the same way about pomegranates. I'm like, I could have sworn we was poor when I was little, and my mama used to give us, and my aunties, they used to give us the pomegranates, and now I'm like, this damn one pomegranate $5. Like, what are we doing?
Girl, bananas gone up. All of it.
Like,
the bananas used to be the cheapest fruit. And now there's never any regular bananas. It's always organic bananas for $2 per pound. I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to fall all the way back.
But real talk, all of the food has gone up, to be honest. Yeah. But it's like, it's outrageous. I'm like, why am I? Well, I don't know where y'all live, but I'm like, I bought some Popeyes today, and I'm like, why is this $10, almost $11 just for? Anyway.
But it's amazing because if you really think about it, the price of food as far as eating in, like cooking versus eating out, it's the same.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm like, that's not how it's supposed to go ever.
Mm-mm. No, because our mamas, when I was growing up, they would be like, I'm gonna make some spaghetti at home, I'm gonna make some fried chicken at home, like, and you could literally go to the store and buy a pack of chicken and make the macaroni and cheese or whatever it is, and you could make 2-3 meals or whatever. And now it's like that same $12 your mama used to use back in 1985. No,
not at all.
The ground beef is $12.95.
Miss Polly, you still with us? I know you busy, sis. Are you want to chime in before I move to the next segment? Polly, paging Polly.
She might have stepped away.
You know she be at work.
I know. That's why I was trying to see if she was by her phone or not. All right. So, are y'all ready for the next segment, real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. All right. So then the next thing that I have to ask. So we kind of touched on it, right? As far as compatibility with signs. So I kind of wanted to know, I know you all, when we first got started, kind of said the best relationship you ever had and who their sign was. Who was your worst heartbreak?
Well, I'll start because I've never been heartbroken.
Oh, must be nice, Leo.
But no, it's because like I had my high school boyfriend, and then I had a college boyfriend, and then I got my husband. You see what I'm saying? But it wasn't like some devastation type thing. Thankfully, you know what I mean? So
were their signs different?
No, I think this. Oh, you mean like their zodiac signs? Mm-hmm. Now that I think about it, I don't even know what my high school boyfriend's zodiac sign was. I was like, oof. Or my college. Maybe God made me forget on purpose, child, because I don't really remember my husband is a Taurus, which we're not supposed to get along at all, according to the zodiac sign. A Leo and a Taurus, he's too stubborn, and you can't tell me shit. So we're not supposed to get along at all. But I think the reason I probably never had a heartbreak is because my first boyfriend, like in high school, like the real deal boyfriend, taught me, I feel like he set the standard. Like in high school, he's taking me to the seafood house. You get what I'm saying? Like buying me roses and like wooing me and all of that. So I think from there, he kind of just like set the standard. And then my college boyfriend, I just think you in college, so you have a boyfriend. You know what I mean? And then I just naturally moved on to my husband at some point. But there was never like some big bad thing. It was just move on, you know?
So we're getting told zodiac signs are a scam. Listen, we already went through the pseudoscience and all that with zodiac signs.
It's not a scam.
They're fun.
I think this is what I think. I'll say this and I'll let them go. But I think the zodiac signs, I feel like what you were saying earlier is it's like certain traits. Like all of the Leos that I know, we very similar. We're not exactly the same, but we're very similar. Like
And there's a pattern.
We think we know everything. You're not gonna tell us nothing. We have a big heart. You know what I'm saying? We loyal as hell.
Right. Pattern recognition with each other. Real recognize real. I feel that. So Raw, what about you? Do you feel like you know who your biggest heartbreak was as far as the zodiac sign?
Jesus, because Jesus was an Aquarius and
I'm
a
not
polar
playing with her.
bear. Like humans
I'm
in the
not.
flesh can't
I'm not
break my
playing with her.
heart because I promise you, when it's over, it's over. You know that song?
I wasn't ready for that answer though.
Me neither. This is why I can't. What's your sign, Rogie?
I'm a Libra. Jesus is the only
only one. But y'all psycho. Let's be clear. Hold on, pause. Libras, y'all are the most fun, childlike. I'm gonna say the Libras I know. Fun, childlike, spirited, hang out with your girl, fashionable from head to toe. But y'all also will slash his tires and beat his window in. I'm just saying. Something's wrong.
Bonfires. I prefer bonfires.
Something is wrong. And she might put a body on the bonfire. I'm just saying.
Absolutely will. That's gonna be the tinder for the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not the timber. See?
But seriously though, like I don't believe in heartache. I believe sometimes it's time to say goodbye. And in my opinion, I feel people are heartbroken because they just can't let go.
I can feel that.
But aren't y'all very attached to like whoever you like gel with, like whoever you let in? It's almost like if you have to remove them and like y'all was locked in, like it's hard for y'all to like really not saying that it's hard for y'all to let go, but like the emotional part of it is very difficult.
This is the thing with Libras. Before we let you go, we're going to exhaust every bit of emotion that we can. So we can, reconcile to ourselves. Well, gave it all I got. They didn't charge you this. Peace out, nigga. And then what we do, is we make them, unintentionally, really make people crash out because Libras have a tendency.
Crash out is still wild. So
Libras have a tendency to leave people attached because our disattachment style is not one really steeped in negativity. Like it can get there, it can get to bonfire levels, but for the most part, we just fade to black. You know what I'm saying? So people feel like they still have a entry. They think it's what's that boy name? Leave that door open. And Libras really be like, oh, you thought?
You thought? They said that door is locked, padlocked, shut.
Exactly. And then for me, like I'm on the cusp of a Scorpio, so it's
savage.
So Scorpios, they can shut down. Like there is no opening up a Scorpio when they're in that shutdown mode. My mom's like that, and I'm like, girl, are you good? Like
no.
When she gets into a fight with my dad, I'm like, you want to talk about it? No. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna retreat back real quick. I'm good. Okay.
I'm telling you, inside she great, but she got to be slightly performative for the outside.
Yeah.
So that he could understand. Don't cross the line again.
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
It's the huffing and puffing for me. It's the closing the cabinets real hard, real quick. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna.
I don't really think Scorpios can help themselves though. Like I feel like their anger overtakes them, as well as their sex drive. It overtakes them too. But carry on.
That water signs, that emotion side of a water sign is always going to win. Like there's no logic going based off Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. There's no logic when it comes down to how they act as water signs.
I disagree. I think it's a lot of logic behind it, but I think people really underestimate them. So because they have this preconceived notion that it's just reactive, I think those water signs they play into that. They lean into that shit. Like, oh, you think this is reactive? I'ma react.
So Tay Tay asks, have you ever been played by a Pisces man? I have, and as a Capricorn, listen, they're lucky that they're still walking today. But, you know, I digress.
Are you scorched the earth?
Oh, I am the earth, so I will bury you under me. You will be buried as a Capricorn. Like,
I've been loved very well by a Pisces man. So that's how I know Pisces especially don't be as angry as people think they be being.
I don't know angry Pisces people.
Yeah, I've never heard that. They play too much. I feel like Pisces and Cancers just play too much. And that's funny because I have both somewhere in my moons. And it's weird for me because as a Capricorn, I'm like, I feel like I have way too much water because I'm highly emotional. I will cry at the drop of a dime. I'm highly emotional. This whole animated version of me is the same way when I'm crying, when I'm angry.
Okay.
So I'm always on high, right? When it comes down to my emotions, when it comes down to all that water in me. So when I'm happy, I'm happy. When I'm sad, I'm sad. Like it's literally, have you ever seen the movie Inside Out?
Yes.
Yeah. Like
I love that movie. Okay, which one are you in the movie though?
I think I would be more Joy, but again, Is
Joy the one that she's the kind of main character?
Yeah. She's a little bit neurotic.
I'm
Joy's
definitely
a little
her.
neurotic.
I'm definitely her.
Yeah, I'm definitely Joy. But when sadness comes around, when anger, when disgust, when I'm disgusted.
Yeah,
Pisces men are demons.
They are. They are though. They are. They can be.
Which one? Hold on.
Pisces.
Oh,
listen,
really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know no Pisces men.
Yes, you do.
They have.
I mean, I don't know them to be like to know them.
At you.
They what?
They have nothing better to do than just to poke at you. A Pisces is purposely going to do stuff just to make you annoyed. Like how Raw was saying, a Libra will make sure you crash out. A Pisces is going to do the opposite in a way where it's like, I'm going to just, I got to get under your skin. I got to annoy you. I'm not trying to make you crash out, but I will annoy the out of you. Welcome in, Genesis. I did drop the link, y'all. We are just talking zodiac signs right now. She says she
said you sound like a
I have a lot of water. For me to be an earth sign with on the air cusp, I have so much water that it feels uncomfortable sometimes. I'm like, why the hell am I so emotional? Because they will say Capricorns are so deadpan and they act like Capricorns do not really have emotions. So when I'm here, I'm just like, I'm about to cry just because you said cry.
Is it because maybe y'all don't show your emotions? Is that what it is? Or y'all put on a facade?
I have no clue because I don't even think I've ever seen my dad have an emotion as a Capricorn man. I'm really trying to sit here.
That's why people think that then.
But that is most Capricorns. Like I said, I just have a freakishly large amount of water signs in my chart. So I really don't know. It's really, they said Leos are dangerous, Lana.
First of all,
tread lightly. We got Chanel and Lana.
Leos are problematic. Y'all are problematic.
What you mean?
Y'all be having mood swings. Y'all be going through. It.
But I always end up on the happy side, no matter what. I always end up on the happy side. She said I'm dangerous. So, she is dangerous, and I'm not dangerous.
Chanel, stop putting on the front right now. Chanel is the type of person, she be on these damn panels trying to act like she's so sweet and lovely.
I am.
That's the most dangerous person.
Exactly.
I don't know why y'all be thinking that.
Is some Patel type stuff. Everyone on all those TV shows, I don't know why she snapped. She was so sweet.
Because I sincerely, like, if y'all knew me, y'all don't know me right from the can of paint. But if you knew me in my real life, like, you wouldn't think that. You really wouldn't.
And see, that Femme Patel.
No, see, I ain't even going there with you because you know what? And
no, people think, you know what it is? I think this, and I could be wrong, but I think it's so much negativity on a lot of these panels. It's weird to people when someone's happy. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, well, where does she come from? She got to be lying. She ain't really like that. And I'm like, if you knew me in my real life, think about what I do for work. Crisis management. Everybody, all of my patients are actively dying. What time do I have to be mad and be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a negative
be cutting
person.
up. Mm-hmm. You got
now, I do cut up. Okay.
You got time for it. I know you do. You got time for it. You just don't let nobody see you.
Oh, I got time for sure. Yeah.
So
Hey,
welcome to the
sugar.
Hey Sugars. Welcome,
Hey,
Sugar.
Genesis.
Hi. Is this no Chanel? I get to see your whole face.
What you mean? I be trying to get up here all
Hello. No, not what you looking like. Over
the
there
time. Huh?
looking like a Chanel Rican with all that hair.
Hello, Rican.
Not a
A
Chanel.
Chanel Rican. Is that the hello, ma'am, Queen Raw G.
Hello, Zoe.
Hello,
The lady came
hello,
to show
darling. Being very
outfit.
demure and mindful. Is that Miss Polly? Yeah, Miss Polly. How you doing, sugar? I
She
miss
might
you,
be
Miss
working.
Polly.
I think she stepped
Hello.
away.
Hi. Hi, I
Hi.
see you.
Oh, did she come back?
Oh, huh.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you.
And I didn't know Miss Genesis, DJ Genesis down there. How you doing, sister, with the same name? We haven't met before. Hello.
Hey, sister. Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. I hear y'all talking about this. You know, I put in the chat my comment earlier, Rogue. I said I did this topic too, but I was looking at the angle like, are you your zodiac, or you know how some people be like, you know, they'll say, they'll call out and they'll say like, are you an Aries? And you be like, what? Really? How did you know? And they be like, cause you act like this, and this. So then I started thinking about it like, are you the Capricorn traits, and then we now know what to call it, or were you always this Capricorn, and then we're calling it that, and then are you? Because earlier you mentioned in regards to like the qualities of the characteristic of that person, of that sign. Well, I'm looking into myself, and I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer all day, y'all. Don't start it. I will cry.
See?
I will cry on everything. I cried at Rod G. I was like, oh my God, they got married.
Did you?
I cried when her son voice was in the background. I was like, the baby. I cried.
Well, Genesis,
I
thank you.
cried.
I definitely want to hear your opinion, especially, I definitely want to
Listen.
put your link to that show also, since
For that show, yeah, because it's my little thing, the horoscope and zodiac, because it was like, because some people argue horoscope versus astrology, right? Because they're like, oh, that's two different
talk
things.
to me about that.
So, but in regards to that, like, I found out that I don't know what this means. Y'all can help me, but apparently I'm a Cancer with the Sagittarius rising. Is that how you say it? Is that what it means? Where I have more of my characteristic is a Sagittarius. When I look up Sagittarius, that is also how I am too.
But that's weird. That's fire and water. That shouldn't mix.
Yeah, and a lot of the things that like how they be like Sagittarius could say, I never know if I'm hurting someone's feelings. Apparently Cancers are very connected and moody, but I'm totally disconnected from some of that. Like green and some of that area. And apparently that's a Sagittarian trait. And I didn't know that.
That sounds very much like a Sag.
That they don't know they hurting people's feelings?
Yes.
Really?
But remember, Cancers are like all in tune with your facial expressions, your eyes moving, like you look like you're not interested, like that one glance over to check your phone. All of us, Cancers read every part of your movement. Oh my God.
That's why y'all so emotional.
Cancers read so how in the hell do I not know that I hurt your feelings when I'm reading everything about you?
You know what? I think Cancers to me are like a cat. It's like you don't know if they're gonna purr up to you or if they're gonna scratch your eyes out. Like you just don't know what day it is, what time of day it is. You just don't know. Am I wrong? Because they crazy.
I mean, I really feel that way about water signs in general. I do feel like a water sign, when they get insulted, they most definitely they're gonna drown you. But I also think they're water signs. They love you so much, they're going to drown you with love. I don't think they know the self-control.
I agree.
Like they're literally like a tidal wave.
You're right. They're balanced.
And then, and then when you get into the attachment side of it, like the attachment sign, like if I'm an anxious avoidant, or if I'm if I'm secure. Well, I'm an anxious avoidant, and I'm a Cancer with a Sagittarius rising. What is all that supposed to mean?
That's you're a good time. Okay, you're a good time. That's what that means.
I know. I care about you. Look, I'm the life of the party. Would leave me alone when I don't want to be bothered. I'll be there for you with my bonnet on in the middle of the night.
Genesis.
Genesis, I am.
Sorry.
Yeah, Genesis, I am. Okay. It's just that when you said anxious avoidant, and then you also said, because I'm also hearing passionate avoidant because of your sad. You're avoidant as well. Like you are hard to
And
get.
Sagittarius are avoiding, and Cancers aren't. So who am I?
Like
Yeah.
Ross said,
How are
you a party.
Sagittarius avoidant? I don't know, because all the Sagittarius I know, I don't see them as avoidant.
Sagittarius. So I will say
Yeah.
Leos are the fire sign that are more affectionate. Sagittarius aren't affectionate like that.
Really?
No, they can do without. They can live without you or live with you. They can do without you. Like some people are like super clingy, and some people are like hella avoidant. Like, man, if you were here or not, you know, you could be in the same house. They could care less. And then there's some people they could like, you could be in the same room with me, and if you walk to the bathroom, like, where are you going? You know, so they could care less. Yes. Chanel, don't you very much leave me in the room next to the bathroom. That's too far away. What do you do? What do you
mean you're all the way in your closet? I'm gonna need you.
Why are you all the way over there? I would
watch
be
the
like,
TV in the living room. The
why did
TV in
you
the
slide
bedroom.
over? I would be like, Raji, why did you slide over there? You're like, I'm at the printer. I'm like, that. Why are you over there? I'm at the printer. Like, slide back over here.
So y'all kind of
control
control
the same keyboard together. We're gonna be on the same keyboard together. We do everything together. Okay.
You can't listen to Genesis.
Shout out to Lana and Cynical because they're over here. They're saying, listen, they're introverted. You know, shout out to the introvert.
Yeah.
I am a weird mix.
Cynical's a Cancer too.
Extrovert.
So I don't know.
I'm extroverted for sure.
I'm extroverted, but I'm not supposed to be. Like Capricorns apparently are supposed to be more to themselves. I'm very, and maybe that's the water in me. I don't know a stranger. Correct. No, I would have to look up my chart for y'all one day and just show it because there's so much water, and it's like, how the hell are you an earth sign?
You could walk up to strangers and talk to them.
I don't know a stranger.
That would be me. Anybody. That's why I'm on this panel with y'all. I don't know y'all.
Pretty much. That's how I got in this space. Yeah.
I
don't know.
Hey, that's weird. Look, I don't
a lot of people
your introverted self.
Right, like, because a lot of people be talking to me like I hate traveling sometimes because I don't like single serve friends, but I promise you every time I go outside somebody wants to come up to me and tell me like their whole life story. And I'm just like,
I got that too, Rob. I can literally
book.
ask you how you're doing. I didn't ask. We all know that I'm asking you how you're doing because you don't know me. I'm not asking you how you're doing.
But you're telling me to open up to you as an extrovert.
When did I say that? When did I say that? My sign said it?
You did. You said it with your words.
Because I keep eye contact and I'm comforting and what do you call it? I feel for you.
You can tell an extrovert, hi, how are you? Girl, you won't believe what happened today. So little Juju over there.
Right, because I don't even be doing that. I promise you. Like, like, hey, I'm like, oh, hi. And you know what?
No.
I'm like, what?
This is the problem. Libras, like I told you, are very fun-loving. They are so for example, if I'm gonna plan a party right for my birthday because it's gonna be lit, okay? And I'm gonna have all of the things. I'm gonna invite everybody, and it's gonna have order and whatnot, right? And let's say I invite 75 people. Only at least maybe 45 people gonna come because that's just how it is, right? And even though I didn't send you a notice and I didn't send you a reminder, still only 45 people probably gonna come.
Only the fact that we have introverts on here and you hear 45 people.
Yeah, Libras on the other hand, they ain't prepared for shit and they ain't gonna be on time. Let's start there. But Raji is gonna invite 75 people and 125 people gonna show up. Okay,
that's true. That
day, she invited them at 12 and she told them the party tonight at 8:30, and they ass gonna come. They're gonna be booted and suited, and I just be like, why did I put all this effort into you mofos? You know what I'm saying? Because my Libra friends, that's exactly how it always.
I told you though, with the air signs, you have to go with it, go with their flow because
I'm not going with you off this cliff. Okay.
Ooh. I don't know.
No, but I love a Libra. I do. I love a Libra.
I'm not coming to the party.
Listen,
Such an introvert, Genesis. I didn't realize
because
you were so
I'm a Cancer. Listen, I be going through the TikTok and they be like, the Cancer say 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes for me to put these clothes on for me to feel like I'm still going. And if I feel like I'm still going, if I feel like I'm still going by the time I get dressed, and if you ain't called me back, Chanel, and told me to bring, if I didn't have to bring, if I just got to bring myself and my beauty, you might not see me. But if you have to be like, don't forget to bring the cups. Now I gotta come. So now I gotta
You know what else the Libras are
Otherwise,
going to do?
I'm not
They
coming.
are going to come late. They're gonna be 3 hours late, but they show up with the margarita
3
machine
hours
and
is
tequila.
good time. Yep.
And they and so then, no matter how mad I was about you being 3 hours late, now you got the. I'm just like,
And see, cancers be there on time and be wondering why is everybody so late. And then once everybody get there, it's time for me to go. I'm done.
I swear to God, that's y'all. I swear to God, I can't with y'all.
You said the party started at 9. I was here at 8:59, 9:01. Everybody else get here at 11. I'm tired now. I've been here for 2 hours partying. I'm good.
I'm early.
We turned up. It was a good turn up. Y'all missed it. It was intimate, private affair.
Listen, this is the thing about me as a Libra. Like, I'll show up, I'll turn the party up, and then I start getting into a whole different vibe in my whole head, and then I'll be like, "Oh, all right, sure, let me go."
She's like, all right, sure.
Not in your own head. I can't.
All right, a conversation. All right, it's time to go. Sure, let's go.
No, but I do think Libras. Maybe that's why I like them. They're a whole vibe. They are.
Yeah.
They're a whole vibe, and that's why I think how I was explaining to y'all, like with my Libra friends, that they could plan it just that day. They could just spur the moment doing it, and 49 people showing up or whatever, is because they vibe, and so people want to be a part of it. That's my experience, at least. Now, obviously, that's not all of y'all, but I'm just saying. So if you are a Libra listening, I'm not talking about all of y'all. Just saying.
I can't stand Leos.
First of all,
whoa!
I almost said go do something to yourself, but I can't say it on YouTube.
A Leo. Who's a Leo up here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend y'all.
We got Chanel and we got Lana in the chat.
Leo?
And
Leo, Lana, and Leo Chanel. I'm going to call you Chanelo.
Chanel.
Leo. Yep. Leo and Shalana.
Why you don't like Leo, sis?
Because just what you just did, I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying every time I see a Leo, it's this what they do. They always have to, and no matter what happens, the whole thing is turned around. They are little center in the middle of the top that's spinning around them.
Yes.
And it's always that. And no matter what happened, even with and y'all soft spot is y'all back. Rubbing y'all back calms y'all down. But no matter what happens, even my 13-year-old nephew can't help himself. No matter what is going on, at the end of the whole party, you could tell him about all kind of stuff that happened. You could be like, "Ooh," and Raw G said, and "Ooh," and Rogue said, and then they gonna still be like, "And let me tell you what I did today." You be like,
Leos are very
about you. None of this is about you. We're talking about the wonderful award that Chanel that Raw G won.
You know what it is.
Rogue's 6-year-old son. He 6-year-old son learned how to ride a bike with no training wheels. DJ Genesis got an award off of TikTok today. Miss Polly, all her employees came to work, and she's not gonna be like, "Well, let me tell y'all about what I did today. I bought some new socks." You be like, "What the hell?" None of what I just said, you heard. Congratulations to nobody, Booker. Let's congratulations to you, girl. Yes, new socks. Every Leo.
You're not wrong. I ain't gonna lie.
My nephew doing the same thing. He's 13. He be like, "Well, Auntie, let me tell you about my day." I'm like, "It's 7th grade."
What that mean? What that mean? He was
like, "It's some important thing." Yes, he was like, "Some important things happened today. I almost had to beat an ass, and my teacher gave me an A." I'd be like, "Oh, forget me and my flat tire on the side of the road and all the shit I went through today. Let's focus on you, Leo." Yes.
I did have one more question for you ladies as well, because it seems like everyone is very spiritually in tune. Shout out to the women. You know, that is something we are gifted with. So I definitely wanted to ask, as far as being the spiritual girlfriend or the spiritual girly, always feeling like you have to vibrate, you know, all the high vibrations and all that kind of stuff. Do you feel like, you know, some people don't want to take accountability? They want a birth chart exemption because they know that women are usually connected spiritually like this?
I have no idea about any of the stuff you just said. Sorry.
So let me. I kind of jumbled it up real quick. So as far as, because women are usually so connected, like even just for jokes, we can really be into the whole Zodiac thing, right? So because that is kind of an expectation of women, do you kind of feel like, for lack of a better term, we get manipulated because of it?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Because then they can always say, so like, for example, not trying to harp on the same thing, Chanel, but like, say, like, for example, something was serious, and then because it's always you know, that's the kind of the temperament of the Leo. Because I'm just saying that because I dated a Leo, and everything was always about him. Even if something
Leo,
was
you can't
wrong,
blame Leo women for
I'm
what
not.
Leo
No,
men
I'm
do.
not saying. I'm just saying. For example, like, well, my mom's the Capricorn. We can go there too. I'd be like, listen, y'all, she don't care about shit except for the shit she care about. So when
Not too much now. Not too much on
I'd
us.
be like, I'd be like, I'd be like, you know, there's a man in the dish on the side of the road. She'd be like, yes, but I can get down the street. That's all I'm worried about.
Because
And
he's
so,
asking for money. I promise
well,
you that.
he's in a ditch on the side of the road. It's snowing outside. As long as your tires ain't screeching, his tires,
If
that's
I can go get
unfortunate
that
for him.
bag as a Capricorn, why can't he? And I know
See,
that sounds so callous and cold. I know
it
it's. I know how.
do. I know she do the same thing. My mom be like, "But can you get to work?" I'd be like, "Okay, but people are cold and frozen outside." But I
Can
was just
you go
saying in
get your
regards to the
money?
example, like with my ex-boyfriend used to do the same thing. Like even for it could be manipulated in regards to like how sometimes someone can use that. Like they're gonna always use the fact I'm gonna cry as if I'm over emotional and too loose, can't figure things out, even though they don't realize sometimes you're crying because you're just thinking about how to delete someone without going to jail. You know, you're thinking about the worst part thing that you could do to them and you can't do it. So you're thinking about stuff like that. But I mean, in regards to like how with my ex and the Leo thing, it would be moments that just because everything's always about him, even when it wasn't about him, and he couldn't like read the room and be like, okay, it's not about me right now, you know. And those times, those moments, it can seem unsensitive, and people can use that to, you know, especially women. They be like, see how you are, see what you're always emotional, see what you're doing. This is a typical. I knew it. You're just like a cancer. I can't stand cancers. And you be like, yo, this is you're using literally what you know about me now because you think that you know, I'm exhibiting this characteristic. Now that's a weapon for you. You know, you're so emotional. Not that you're just an emotional woman, you're a mother and all that other stuff. Now you're an emotional Capricorn woman. See, I knew it, bro. Just like you Capricorns, you always do that, and it's not even that. It literally could just be your part of your personality. It has nothing to do with my zodiac sign. I hate, you know, I hate when people associate the two, but I get manipulated in that regard when I cry. They always assume that I'm just broken, and that's not the case. Sometimes I'm pissed as fuck.
Yeah, no, I feel that, especially like
I'm not nowhere near heartbroken.
that
Trying to
build
figure
up,
out
and
how to
it's
get
like
this
you
shit
got it.
done.
It's a release. It's literally just
Yeah,
releasing water.
yeah, and it's usually either not understood or manipulated. Like it's just like whatever, stop crying, or it's like, oh well, since you're already feeling sad,
Might as well keep digging.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So, Ra, what do you think as far as with women and their connection to spirituality, and or even just our fascination with this, as far as being taken advantage of, or you know, just people using it against us?
I think that a lot of people feel like women don't know what they're talking about with spirituality, so they try to play games. You understand what I'm saying? I just think that when people do try it, you have to be spiritually connected enough to know how to reverse that energy, to have a transference of energy. Like, okay, well, what are you on then? If I'm doing this because I'm emotional, then what is your emotional attachment? Because you say you love me, right? Because you say care. You understand what I'm saying? And this is when they say that women are masculine, right? When you learn how to remove the emotion and put the logic in front of it and still maintain your spirituality, you become a threat. They want women to stay stuck in just the emotional aspect of it. And I think it's time for women to kind of step their game up. But girl, it is like 10 o'clock and I have been very, very busy. So
I was going to say your final thoughts, because I was going to wrap it up too. So if you're ready to give your final thoughts before you drop.
Yes. Everybody live your best life. Like, this was a dope conversation, and it was like, and no matter if you believe astrology, astronomy is a science or not, no matter like how you feel about things, chew the meat and spit out the bones. Like, everything doesn't have to be for you. You can exist in spaces and conversations where everybody doesn't agree and everybody's perspective is not the same. Be adults enough at these good, big, grown ass ages to have conversations and not lose your stuff. Thank you for having me, though, Boo. I'll probably be back again. You know how I do.
Thank you so much. Lana said, I will say no because I don't talk to guys about it. They don't care. I won't waste my time. And I agree. Let's see. She also said, I'm scared of them because they don't know what I'm thinking. My husband even says so. And he is the third guy to say that. And I think a lot of men either don't know or they kind of they're attracted to it in a fetish kind of way. So I think that's also a situation. What do you think, DJ Genesis? Then Polly, and then back to you, Genesis. I am just because I have DJ Genesis up here, and we kind of
a fetish type of situation. Say it again, real quick. Sorry,
I was saying like men can try to sometimes either they don't know about the spiritual girly, so they are not really interested, or they're fetishizing the spiritual girly, right? So I'll let you.
The Erica Badu, of it all. They think that you got like some but I'm gonna tell you what, like the spiritual girls are a fetish, and they do have spiritual power. And a lot of times, you got to be very careful about who you connect with, because there are warlocks out here that will try to steal your energy, and you have to be very careful. So it's not even just fetishizing, but just wanting to just suck your energy out after you've built it up for a certain amount of time, working on your spirit, working on your energy, getting therapy and this, that, the other, and they come along and they just want to suck off of that and not give you any relationship, anything. They just want to have sex with you because because when a person is healed and everything like that, I think that even the sex probably feels different. That trauma sex is different than the healed sex. So they get the healing from it, and they just want to they dump their trauma off to you, and then they feel healed, and now you're like getting there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And did you want to also give your final thoughts? Because I'll then go to Polly and then back to Genesis, so you can also give your final thoughts, Jen.
Right. So I'll say this. Astrological signs to the side. At the end of the day, it really boils down into understanding people's character and their archetypes. You have different archetypes of men, you have different archetypes of women. So when you run into a different type of archetype, you know how to deal with them on their level, right? And so you might have, I don't necessarily follow. I'll go into astrology, but I follow, me being an Ifa priest, I follow like archetypes like the Orisha,
right?
Ogun types. You have Oya type. You have Oshun types, and I think that the African spirituality had a very good, I would say, what's the name, blueprint of really understanding the archetypes of the human nature.
Shout out to Yaya. She is mine. I claim
the great mother. Yes, the great mother. Yes, amen. The water. Yes. Okay. And so I think that that they did a good job at really breaking down the different characteristics that come out in people. All astrology is the breakdown of archetypes. And once you realize that, it's not even just about like how you will react in a certain situation. It's also about like, how that archetype just deals in society alone, and how they interact with each other. That's really what all it boils down to. So
that's fair. Well, definitely thank you, DJ Genesis. I hope and ladies, definitely make sure to put your channels. I'm sure we share some subscribers, but definitely put your channels in the chat. DJ Genesis, I do sub to you, so I definitely appreciate you for coming through.
Yes, I've subbed to you now too as well.
Thank you. Miss Polly, did you want to answer the spiritual girly and then also give your final thoughts?
If you don't mind, can you tell me the question though for the spiritual girly part?
Pretty much how men choose to either fetishize over romanticize or feel like they can manipulate the spiritual girly because they know that's what she's into. Because even if she's not per se the actual spiritual girly, they know women are very spiritually connected or adaptable. Or people. It doesn't have to just be men. It can be people. People kind of use it against us because they know we're so attached to it, or they know that we are aware of it.
Like kind of like, do you think they abuse it a little bit, or just why they're drawn towards it? I guess is that. I just want to make sure I'm understanding prior to it.
Yeah, all the above for the most part. Being drawn to it, attracted to it. They can use it against you. They can use it. They want you to use it for them, kind of situation.
I think overall, anybody who is, I guess spiritually inclined, or even if you believe in whatever you believe in, the fact that you have hope and you use that to drive yourself is attractive to anybody. Because that is something that is beyond just motivation to me. Because even when you're tired and you're done and all that, you'll still push through because there's hope that there's something better, right? So you're going to keep pushing. And I think most people would be drawn towards that because that gives them also hope so that they can continue to do what they need to do. So I do think it could be necessarily good or bad. Some people want to use it for themselves because you help them get to where they need to be. And it's motivational. So it would be absolutely, to me, insane that you wouldn't want to be around someone like that. That wouldn't make sense to me. Right. But the question is, are you able to maintain that person? Because even though they're pouring out, remember, you always have to pour in. Because when they figure out you're only taking and they're not getting anything back, they're going to lose that energy regardless. So then, then you got to see if that's something that happens. I think. So, yeah. I think most people do that. I think most people do use others to, help themselves be in a better place. I don't know if it's good or for bad, but it's nice to be around people in positive energy.
I like that. And your final, before you do your final thoughts. Hi, welcome Mo Love, and also shout out to Mo Love for also supporting the channel. Thank you, sister. I know we're ending today. I just did a little impromptu show. We probably will still do our regular scheduled show. So if you got some time this weekend, feel free to pull up. I know I kind of don't announce that, so my bad, Momo. But thank you for the support, and also thank you for coming through. Always a pleasure. And your final thoughts?
Well, I will say this because I was talking all this garbage about these Sagittarius. I didn't get a chance to defend myself.
Go for it.
Very offended. I feel very offended. I will say I think that, being a Sagittarius, like you said, there are parts of us that can detach very easily, or you don't care. You don't have to care. But the thing is, like, we do care. You care, and then, like I told you, it's like this short. It's like this big energy for a short amount of time. If that makes sense. Like, then I'm like, listen, you don't really need it. And then I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like I get all mad, and then I'm like, I'm cool. We relax. It's fine. I'm good. But I can be, it's the initial, I'm going to set you on fire. And then it's like, it's okay because it doesn't matter. So it's like that's the transition. So I think there are people say we get really, really mad. I think it's true. I love Leos too. They're magical people.
See, I can say, look, your sister fire sign came to your rescue.
I like fire signs. The only ones who I think are really annoying to me most of the times are Scorpios because they're freaking nuts. That's fair. Okay. And that's Capricorns are a little off. I think there's this weird, strange. Capricorns have an obsession with Sagittarius. They literally obsessed.
I think y'all have an obsession with us.
Exactly. And do you see? And this is the problem because this is why I'm telling you this because I'm aware. This is what it's sick. It's sick. And I have 2 Capricorn parents. I'm very aware of the over the top. But it's good though because then it's like, okay, then it makes me feel safe. It's a safe feeling because then I'm like, they're not, they know I'm wild and it's fine. Like I said, let me know, I know, we know.
Looking for y'all. We don't come looking for y'all. Y'all find us.
Y'all
pay the light for us, and y'all come looking for us.
Yeah, that's okay. It's gonna be right. Yeah, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna check on us, make sure we're not dead and running around the street. So it's fine. See?
Y'all can change your phone number in a heartbeat. By the way,
no reason. And then say, "Oh, I forgot," and it's cool. Like as long as you know that I'm wild, it's fine. That's all.
Alive? Have you eaten? Okay.
Yeah.
Like
that's all I need you to know.
That little digital pet that we used to have as kids.
Yeah. Tamagotchi.
Yes, that is what a Sagittarius is like.
Correct, and that's it, and it's fine.
A gigapet. It was a gigapet.
Yes, that is pretty much what a Sagittarius is. You feed it, you leave it alone. You check to make sure it's sleeping. You check to make sure it's breathing. You leave it alone. The Sagittarius will come to you. They're like cats. Everyone else was saying other signs that are like cats. Right. You have to wait for a Sag to come to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you. Don't worry. Like I know you're there. That's all that matters.
And then they'll leave.
It's cool. The ones who leave us alone, they keep us. That's basically what happens. Yeah, basically. And then the other part is, I know you did this one, but so I don't know if you ever heard of, oh my God, it's like Brixton personality test. I think it's Brixton or something like. So there's a personality test. So as you guys know, obviously, like I'm into numerology a little bit more, but numerology does include that, the astrology, but also this test for a personality test. I think it's the closest, and it does include other things, but I think this is the closest you find out someone's actual personality type, and I think has hit it on the head harder than the other ones. Like Genesis said, the ones who are on the cusp, because I'm a little strange, like you said, I'm Sagittarius, but other Sagittarius I meet, I think they're freaking annoying. So I'd be honest, I think we're cool, but then there's something about them that they're like too angry. So then they're too angry.
Like, okay, so it's that one, the NFJ, INFJ. I know that test.
The letters, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So I am, I think oh my God, ENFP or something, whatever. It doesn't matter, but it does matter, but not this moment. Yeah. So like, I think those tests are pretty cool, and that one I think hits closer than the rest. But I do like numerology because I feel like that is really interesting, and I feel like numbers don't lie. Nah, I'm good with that.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie.
That's right.
True. I do appreciate that. We might have to do a show about the personality test, Miss Polly. So that might be actually kind of dope to do.
Right. So. The personality test, because I ain't never met nobody who's like, oh, that wasn't me. After they took tests, they like, thanks. And it's real detailed. So you guys should take tests. Yeah.
Listen, I think Lana's down for it. So Polly, if you can send me whatever link you use yours for, we might be able to do that sometime.
Okay. That sounds good.
Well, thank you so much. And then Miss Genesis, your final word, and then we'll close out with a poem, guys, like we do.
Oh, thank you for letting me come on up here. Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you for letting me come on up. Haven't been up here, I think, in a long time.
It's been a minute. I'm happy you were able to slide through.
Yeah, I caught it. Normally, I was getting ready to lay down, but I said, well, I see the link. Let me come on up and join. And all the ladies
are here. That was beautiful. Your link, too. So anyone who hasn't subscribed to Miss Polly, DJ Genesis, Nyla came up, Raw B came up. So
yay. Hey Mo, I'm gonna go. Actually, Mo Love, I'm coming over there because I'm not sleepy. You know, I just want to lay down and listen to a live stream. But I'm gonna just probably chill out with you guys on the live stream and listen to. Go over to Mo Love. Shout out to
Mo. Drop your link.
To, everybody. I'm trying to go live be a little more consistent as well, you guys. So if you guys try to look out for me. But I have my spirit is animal. So if you do have a pet, that's where I go over there and we talk fur babies. We talk about all of our pets and our weird things our animals do, and the fun stuff, knowledge tips, and all that good stuff. So
it's been a good series. Yeah. I've been tuning in just to let you know. It's been really good. I'm definitely happy that this has been the lane you're in. It's really fun. The space needs more fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So look out for that. I'm trying to keep that on a Sunday so that I can be more consistent. And then, of course, I have my biblical and spiritual clarity sessions. And if you guys go back and watch that, where I talked about is Jesus black, and how, it's kind of hard to be close to the equator and not be black. So, yeah, all that kind of good stuff. So, you guys come check my channel out. But this was really nice. I like the conversation. It's really nice and calm over here. And I'll probably be back, and make sure you guys frequent and come over and check me out too when I am live.
Drop your link.
Oh yeah, I'll drop my link. Yeah. Oh, Rogue. I'm gonna hit you up on IG because I do want you and Mo Love for the next to come by just for a second on my next show, just because of the topic.
The beauty one, right?
Yeah. So I want y'all to be. I just wanted.
I was looking for it because I got your message on whatchamacallit on Discord. So yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay, yep. I dropped it in there, and then I'm sorry, y'all. Child, we ain't gonna talk about this second job I tried to get, but God didn't want me to get it, so I'm back on my other side of work. So because it didn't work out, so look at me. But yeah, so I'm gonna repost that, and then I want y'all to swing by because I do have some things I'm going to talk about in specific in regarding to us beauty. So yeah, please come by for that. Other than that, thank you guys for letting me hang out with you.
Thank you.
I got old lady insomnia, so I'll be up for a little while. I'm not sleepy.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna close out with a poem. So
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
listen to your poem, and then y'all, thank you, and I'll see y'all later. Good night, sugars.
Good night. All right, so for those who are sticking with me real quick for my final poem, it's going to be called Constellations. Maybe we keep searching the sky because it hurts less than searching ourselves. Maybe it comforts us to believe some loves were written already because then we don't have to admit we ignored every warning sign with free will. Still, I do think some souls recognize each other. I think some people arrive carrying familiarity, like a song you forget you knew. But I also think love requires more than destiny because stars can align and two people can still destroy each other, trying to hold on too tightly. Maybe real love isn't about finding someone written in the stars. Maybe it's finding someone willing to stay when the night sky goes dark. So that's just a little food for thought. I hope you all enjoyed this little impromptu show that I did with y'all. I do want to try to get on a more consistent basis. So I definitely appreciate Lover Gang as always. Shout out to Lana. Shout out to Mo Love. Shout out to Time. Shout out to Michelle came through. Genesis, DJ Genesis, Polly, Willing to Win, Raw B. Who else? Charging my head, the cynical one, Chanel's Reality, Creative Solutions. Trying to make sure I got everybody, all the men folk. I appreciate you, Tay Tay. I just appreciate you all in Lover Gang, and I hope you guys just stick with me. If you haven't already hit the like, make sure to do so on your way out. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. I really just had fun with y'all tonight, so we'll do some more fun stuff like this. But outside of that, good night, y'all.